G'day, guys. By fan request, we've had a Thursday live stream and it's going to get gritty. Down into your underpants. Let's go. We'll see if some people are going to come on. Well, DC's in the comments. The man, the myth, the legend, Fox Mulder, aka DC. We'll see. He might come on later. DC loves a donkey. Huh. Apparently somebody else does too. But while we're waiting for some other people to come on, we'll just pop this on. This is how you repair your flat tire in the Philippines with an iron. Hey Craig, how's it going, mate? Thanks, DC. Yeah. Oh, hang on, I might need to take this off.
Pusing. No,
Flash. That's what they call me in the bedroom. Flash.
55
Come on, Craig, if you want. Come on, mate, if you want.
Look at that. No, turned upside down. If they can.
The guy's got an iron. Look, and a piston. Puts a patch on your tube.
So hello to Australia.
When we first got there was like 3 of them, and then by the end of it, there's 100 of them. But I got plenty of dirt on JLB today, so we're going to go after him. All fun and games. When I was with Pete, he reckons every time he comes down that road, he always gets a flat tire. He reckons they're chucking nails out on the road.
So hopefully he's going to fix his tyre for us. Otherwise we're fucked. An iron upside down.
Craig. Hi, Craig Cliff. Thanks, Shane. Roma and John's here. John's in the house. What kind of car do you drive there, DC? Probably a Ford. Yeah, a Hyundai, yeah. I have Hyundais at work, and they are the biggest piece of shit underneath the earth. Lumpstar! The people's man, Lump. The man of the people. Come on. And DC, I used to have heavy machinery Volvo. They're the best ever. And the owner at work got Hyundais. And the guy from Hyundai came and he goes, "How do you like the machines?" I said, and the owner was there. I said, "They're the biggest fucking heap of shit underneath the fucking earth." I said, "They're the worst fucking machines ever." Oh, like, they're fucking absolute heap of fucking shit. And the owner at work looked at me and goes, "Can you not say that?" I was like, "Well, I'm just speaking my truth. They are fucking pieces of shit." And the owner was like, "Oh, but they're new machines this year and this and that." I said, "So, George, you would trade your Mercedes in on a Hyundai Getz just because it's a new fucking car this year?" I was like, "Fuck off, idiot." They told me the new machines.
Can't help yourself, can you? It's either here or fucking Cape York.
Pete broke down in Cape York in the middle of nowhere, and I had to try to save him. But there wasn't like 1,000 Filipinos around him to help him. I should actually do a video on Hyundai and what a fucking rock anchor they are. Biggest fucking piece of shit underneath the earth, fucking Hyundai. Well, the owner at work didn't like me telling the rep from Hyundai what I thought about his machines. And one of them actually left his job in Hyundai because I was ringing him every second day telling him what a piece of shit the machine at work was, breaking down all the time. But
these are the houses that they live in.
We're here in Cebu. We stayed in a hotel just down the road. Man, this is one of the best places I stayed at, and
Style.
there's a drunk lady down the road, and every time we go there, apparently Craig goes there. Pete goes there. She's always maggoted. You'll see her down here in a minute.
Morning. Morning. Nearly time to go home, Pete.
This is kind of at the end of our trip, but you see these places like the
shacks and then fucking what 1 out of 10's like that. People have money.
Yeah, that's from when the Spanish came into the Philippines and took over there. That's like the Spanish buildings. But we used to go walking all the time in the mornings around all kinds of places where you probably shouldn't be going. I think that's where Americans and Australians have to realise if you're going to retire in the Philippines, it's. Hey, Lump, how are you doing?
G'day, how's everyone?
Good, mate. Just let me finish what I was going to say, and then I'll let you come on.
Yeah, you're right.
I think that's what foreigners think when they're going to retire in the Philippines, it's all going to be rosy, rainbows and lollipops. If you want to retire in the Philippines and
power.
with the I'm talking about the power there, but I think with foreigners, if we think we're going to go over there and we're going to be living and let's just have a look here in like these places where they're the old Spanish places and stuff like that. There's a big thing to realize that yes, you can retire there in the Philippines and live a good life, but you look at that and you think, oh, I can retire in the Philippines and
one out of 10
do that kind of stuff. And on a certain amount of budget, if you want to retire in the Philippines, you have to realize that you're going to be eating like them and living like them to a certain extent if you're on a pension and the amount of money that you're going to spend. I think a lot of people think that they can just go to the Philippines and retire and live like kings. And it doesn't happen like that. If you're happy living in these ghettos and with your wife, if you find one, and family members, then yes, fine. You're still going to have a happy life. But if you want to retire there and have a Western life in the Philippines and eat Western food, it's not cheap.
Well, why go if you're going to do that?
Well, that's exactly it. Like it's some people are like, oh, you can retire on so many pesos a month. It's not true. It depends on the life that you want to live. Do you agree, Lump?
Of course, yeah, 100%. Even this video now and other videos I've watched, at the very least, it would make life interesting. I mean, as we all get older, I mean, life can get a bit humdrum, a bit how's your father sort of thing. You move to the Philippines, it's going to shake you up a bit, isn't it? It's going to make life interesting.
Yeah, well, I've probably told the story 100 times. I have that American bloke in the Billy Rand Island that built a concrete joint there. I think it cost him not even, man, I think it was like 200 with the land, and he has a really good missus. He's 50 something. And I should try actually get him on here to tell his story. And that, but he built that place. He's got a small block of land. He's built the single concrete joint there with one bedroom, and like it's a comfortable place when we go there. But he goes, I built the place and one island away from her family, one bedroom, so they can't come and stay there. And then
yeah.
2 or 3 kilometers up the road, there's another Aussie bloke that's Pete's mate in this video, and he spent fucking 600 grand, all his savings, and he built a 4-bedroom house and put a sorry store in it.
Yeah.
And all her families come there and they raped his sorry store, took it all for free. And now she says, oh, I want to sell the house. But I was speaking to Pete the other day, and he said, oh, now she's found a boyfriend in America that's sending her money. So why would she want to fucking sell the house?
True, yeah.
He was going to get, she said, oh, I'll give you, she said, I'll give you 30% of the house if I sell the house, So he might have had some money. He can still live there in the Philippines on his pension. But now he's totally fucked. because he's had 2 kids to her. All he wants to do is see his kids. And she's like, well, I've got a fucking 4-bedroom house on a big block of land, pigs down the back. Got 4 fucking kids, two to an ex-Filipino, 2 to him. And all he wants to do is look after his kids and look after them. Look, I don't have kids, but I can imagine if you have kids, they're the soul of your life.
Yeah, they become everything.
And she's like, well, I'm not going to sell the house now because I'm getting money from a boyfriend in America. So he's stuck in limbo. He can't live at the house. He's living on a fucking American pension or Australian pension over there. He's fucked. Totally fucked.
I hate to say it, Poppy, but on this occasion, America won, Australia 0.
Well, the
Americans showed more.
And you can see. I'll show you a video with the American bloke that I went over with there. And he's just found the right girl. But I don't know. It's just up and down, in and out. Yeah. It's a lucky dip.
G'day, Tony. G'day, Simply Monks. Craig's, the 2 Craigs. That's all I can see on my chat.
I'm not trying to say it any expanse that I fucking know any more than any other person. But I'll tell you what, when I went over there, I reckon I fucking learned a lot more than fucking JLB done in his whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to fucking sound like a fuckwit, but...
Mate, with the way you carry yourself and speak honestly, speak from the heart sort of thing, you do well when you do go over there, if you did walk around, with a video camera, and people would find it much more interesting than, the same old JLB shit.
Well, the next time I go over there, I'll fucking film everything. But this is just
the Philippines just announced they're close to the foreigners again. Like they've loosely opened up in the last couple of months to different foreigners, but they've just closed it again because of the rising numbers and whatnot.
Look, the rest of the world could say they're open. The Philippines are going to make up their own mind. They're their own fucking thing. And if you don't like what the Philippines says, you can go get fucked. At the end of the day, you just have to do what they say. It's not like Australia where you come here and they're like, oh, it's discrimination or anything. There's nothing like that over there, mate. It's just, this is what they say and that's it. You don't like it? Hop back on a plane and fuck off. But this is a trip that we went with them, and the American bloke that I met and his missus, and he's 56, but man, she does everything for him, and he like was talking to me. He goes, man, when I first met her, he goes, this is the way that it is. If you don't like it, fuck off.
Yeah.
Get the whole island to ourselves. Hello.
Did your girl eventually take her sunnies back off you? It's funny she let you wear them.
The Philippines. Lechon, baby.
That's all I was interested in over there was the lechon.
Did it live up to expectation?
Yeah.
We've got the whole beach to ourselves. The whole island. We have to come here. What do you pay? Island fee? I pay an island fee of 500 pesos?
Of about 100 pesos, so that would be $3 Australian about. We rent a little hut to put our big fat asses in with our little skinny girls for 500 pesos, which is I don't know how much Australian.
Why is it so deserted there, Poppy? Is it off season or something? Is it?
Yeah.
No, it was just we went to an island. We asked the boat guide to take us to an island.
This whole place to ourselves. It's magical.
What do they call those boats?
Welcome to the Philippines. What's this island called? Sambawan, which is from about an hour's boat ride from Billyland. Jet ski. That's a scam. You pay 2,000 pesos for the jet ski when you come back, there's 5,000 pesos damage. The Philippines dream.
Is that the American dude you were talking about earlier? Is that the same bloke?
Yeah, this is a guy that he's built a house by himself. That's his girlfriend there.
Okay.
Oh, that's what I thought. Okay, that's what I thought. Oh, it's yeah.
Craig says it's called a bunker boat.
Yeah, bunker. Yeah,
You know, you learn here.
they're as loud as all fuck.
The only way they can check in ahead of time. Oh, she probably
Look at the fucking water.
I think the only people here are the local bloody dive blokes.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
You can stay there overnight.
And what, the boat comes back the next day?
Yeah, you just say to the bunker guy, I think it cost us 1,000 pesos, and he took us out there. He waited for us the whole day, but you'll like come back the next day and pick you up or whatever you want him to do.
Right, yeah, right. So I'm sitting at 4'10". Yeah, guys, I'm on Kawasaki versus Riders site on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
The guys are always talking about, hey, can you ride two up on this bike and da-da-da-da-da. And I always say, well, yeah, we don't have any problem riding two up. I said, but my two up doesn't weigh a buck.
He's talking about riding with his girlfriend two up on his motorcycle.
Cleanest beach I've been to in the Philippines.
Oh, really?
By far. It's clean. There's not a speck of fucking trash here.
No.
And see, they put this little thing up out here, which probably, I don't know if there's a net in it or there's just a rope.
I think it might be just a rope to stop the boats getting in.
Yeah, stop the boats, but it also would keep floating trash from coming, maybe. And it's also a warning not to get out to sea.
Well, a lot of Filipinos can't swim.
Oh, fuck, I know Rose can't really. She can.
And they're surrounded by fucking water. They live on an island. They live on an
All
island.
the
They
clowns
can't
is here,
fucking
Poppy.
swim.
G'day, King.
How is it that Filipinos
They're
can't
up in
swim?
the lookout tower. This floor is sketchy ass.
Especially with my 140 kilos on top of it. It's like bamboo floor.
I thought they just didn't go in the water because they didn't want to get like sunburned. They didn't want to take all their clothes off because they get sunburned. I didn't think it was because they couldn't swim.
Watch the floor there.
Look at that. Look at that.
Really thin.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice thing to hit you in the face.
You guys have what's called, probably under a different name. You know what's called OSHA?
We're looking at the
Yeah.
when we climbed up into it.
H&S. Same kind of thing.
There's a big bit of Rio bar sticking out of the floor. How can you beat that?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's what she looked like after a couple of hours in the bed with Mr. Poppy.
Yeah, she looked a bit worn out, a bit tired.
So fucking hot. What an awesome island. White Beach.
But the thing is, those Filipinos love the white beach, right? Here in Australia, it's everywhere, you know? I just... Those white beaches, man, where I grew up is Foster Tuncurry. Those beaches are fucking everywhere. You know, we don't take them
we
for
take
granted
it for granted. Yeah.
like they do.
Yeah, I walked down to Bondi the other day. My doctor's leaving to go to Malaysia. She has to go over to Malaysia. So I went down to Bondi and got a little bit of sand and a bit of the ocean for it, two little jars.
I'm sure you went down there for the beach.
There's a couple of... Yeah.
You weren't looking at the poo-tang and the G-strings hanging around?
I was just making sure there's no white pointers around, mate. I'd sound the alarm.
Mm. Well, are you ready to go after Jeff?
Yeah, I'm curious about this JoJo video that DC's talking about.
Well, I'm leaving it here. Let's go on here. Well, we need some more people on here to go after Jeff, I think. At least DC needs to come on.
Delicatessens in South Australia, but your milk bar would be a Melbourne or maybe Queensland name that you call them, but we call them delicatessens. But basically, they all died, the delicatessens, because you got the service station.
No, he knows where all the Thai massage places are.
In America, we call them service stations.
Yeah, he used to get his fish and chips there. Now they're all massage parlours.
They're all delicatessens now. They sell lots of food. You know,
I'm sure they are, Jeff.
Bars, potato chips and all that. So
that's probably all that he can afford, living in a hostel with 300 grand in the bank.
And what's happening?
Fucking pissing out, cunt.
Massage rubber tug. There's a rubber tug on every corner, every suburb in Australia, just about. They call them Thai. A lot of them are called Thai. Not all Chinese massage parlours. They're Thai, but I don't think there are Thais in there. They're all Chinese, I reckon. But a lot of them stand out the front. I'm in the city, right in the middle of the city now. There's like 15 of them around the corner. There's P Data White. I don't know. There's P. Everyone talks about this Filipina P.
If he's in the middle of the city, he's for sure in a hostel.
Yeah.
Because if you're in the middle of the city there, in some kind of residence, you're paying $500-600 a week.
Actually, what
Rent.
I noticed in this channel,
There's no way he's going to outlay. Yeah. There's no way he's going to outlay too much money per
Not
week.
all Chinese massage parlours. They're Thai, but I don't think they're Thais in there. They're all Chinese, I reckon. But a lot of them stand out the front. I'm in the city, right in the middle of the city now. There's like 15 of them around the corner.
Even that statement's just full of
I
shit.
don't know. Everyone talks about this Filipina P. I don't know much about her. I haven't watched her much. Maybe one video. That was it. So she seems to get a lot of people upset.
Donkey was Mr. Jeff's first experience. So that's what DC wanted me to put up.
Oh, okay. I thought there was an old video. All right.
So maybe it was. What do you reckon, DC? Give the super coach comments there. I'll put you on in the comments, DC. So you reckon Jeff is in the bestiality, do you, DC? We all know he's up to something. I don't know if it's about bestiality. I think it's got to do with underage women.
There's still the ladyboys rumour to consider.
Well, that's probably Lee Rogers.
Well, it's funny too, when Brian was on there naked, he kept saying, "Oh, I'll kick you off, I'll kick you off," but he never did, and he kept showing him with his bare ass. And every time he stood up, he'd go, "Oh," and then turn it off, and it'd be straight back onto him again. Fucking Brian.
Oh, well, we've seen that. He's going to call him out. He's a piece of shit. I'll just put. Are you happy to watch something on here about Flat Earth just to fuck with him? We'll put Craig Cliff on. Hey, Craig.
Hello, everyone.
G'day,
How
mate.
do you think Jeff's first experience with a donkey?
Say again.
Jeff's first experience was with a donkey, apparently.
He fucked a donkey, did he?
Oh, apparently.
I thought the donkey fucked him. I thought it was a donkey fucking him. I got my wires crossed.
Well, he went to the Philippines and fucked a donkey.
Well, they're cheap over there.
Yeah.
It's legal.
Wonder if you got the doggy from a go-go bar.
Anyway.
What colour was the donkey, Brad?
Hey. Oh, it would have been brown.
Okay.
Craig Rosson says, if you do any travel around Australia, being a bloke, you work out hot spots and places frequent. If there are any of these chats, not general. Craig, just look at my YouTube channel, mate. I've been 70% of Australia on motorcycle dirt bikes. So you could probably go on there and, mate, have a look at plenty of places I've been. You want to go Cape York, Western Australia, Victoria, South Australia. There's plenty of places on there, mate. If you want to have a look at my YouTube channel, I've
Should take your bike down to Tasmania, Poppy.
Australia on dirt bikes. What was that, Lum?
Go down to Tassie, Poppy. Take your bike. You could ride around Tassie in a day.
Some of my mates go down there and they take a week and they go around Tasmania and they know a lot of good places. It's probably a little bit too cold for me, but you know.
No, it's fucking
their own.
Beautiful down there, mate.
Yeah, but Well, I haven't been, but apparently it is. You know,
You got really, if you go
it's
down,
probably
yeah, if you go to the coastal
one,
areas, it's fucking right on the edge of the world. It looks like, you know what I mean? And then
yeah,
you go
like
right up through the guts to Cradle Mountain.
lawn session.
Yeah, that's up. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
some photos, mate. Look, it is one of my bucket lists, but it's not. I'd say it's top 10. It's not. You know, I've got a few other things I want to do before I go down there. And
Yeah.
who's to say, man, when I'm fucking 50 or 65 years old, I don't buy a caravan in the car and just fuck off down there for a month, couple of months.
You can stop
Yeah.
and see Jeff on the way.
I'll strap him to the roof on fucking hockey straps.
You can talk about chemtrails.
Yeah, we could talk about chemtrails.
Time to the the back bumper bar, like on European Vacation when Chevy Chase tied the dog.
Yeah. Well, if we want to learn I've got some ammo against Jeff, but I don't know if you guys want to listen to it. You know,
Why not?
I'll put up a thing about chemtrails.
Fucking
But the
pissing
thing
down here, Poppy. What about in Hornsby?
Hey,
It's pissing down here. What about Hornsby?
yeah, it's absolutely hammering down, mate.
Yeah, it's going to get worse too, I reckon.
Hammering down.
One of the conspiracy theories that just won't seem to quit is this idea that's out there that the government is spraying chemicals out of the backside of airplanes to control the population or change the climate, test weapons, or infuse us all with Viagra or create a race of half human, half monkey hybrids. I don't know, there's a lot of different theories. It's easy to generate all these different theories when you have no evidence to base any of this on. And that idea is out there. It's called chemtrails. These contrails in the air with white evaporated materials and that sort of thing. People believe there are sinister backgrounds to it. A lot of people believe that these are real. In fact, 17% of respondents back in 2011 in an international survey said they believed the existence of a secret large-scale atmospheric spraying program to be true or partly true. 17%, that is literally millions and millions of Americans believing that it exists without any evidence whatsoever. However, it turns out that people reading conspiracy theory websites aren't the only ones with information to bear on the subject. There are actually scientists who study this sort of thing, who study the atmosphere, and now there's a study to leverage their expertise. The study, published by Environmental Research Letters, found that the two groups of experts surveyed, atmospheric chemists who specialize in condensation trails and geochemists working on atmospheric deposition of dust and pollution, overwhelmingly rejected the notion that such a program exists. Out of 77 participating scientists, 76 said they found zero evidence of a secret spraying program, adding that any evidence supposedly cited by those who subscribe to the chemtrail theory could be explained away by poor data sampling and or normal contrails. There was one guy who said that he found too much barium in one area at one point, and so he couldn't totally rule it out. The other 76 were fairly sure about this. And here is all too often what we find, that you have a group of people who have studied for years or decades in an area, understand how information is gathered, they understand the field, and then there are other people looking in from the inside and suspecting that things are there which actually are not. And as in so many other cases, that is the case here. These people study this stuff. They are contrails. That's all they are. They're water vapor. They're not Viagra. They're not a weapon. They're not changing the climate. And the person one of the people involved in the study, talked a little bit about why they felt this was necessary at this point, saying, I felt it was important to definitively show what real experts in contrails and aerosols think. We might not convince diehard believers that their beloved secret spraying program is just a paranoid fantasy, but hopefully their friends will accept the fact. And if I seem a little bit harsh, or if Ken there seems a little bit harsh, it's because believing in theories like this not only leads to a generalized sense of distrust of the government, but you should have that distrust aimed in the right direction. And if you're too focused on contrails to notice the very real source of corruption going on in government, then your passion and your vigor and your ability to change things is going to be
I'm hearing some weird feedback, Poppy. I can't hear anything now.
Yeah, neither can I.
I think Poppy muted yourself.
Poppy,
Poppy, I think you're muted.
we can't hear you, Poppy.
I muted myself because that was I was playing it on my own thing.
Okay.
But you can see there, like there's no fucking chemtrails. Fuck off, idiot. Cunt's gonna have
I
fucking
agree.
the cunt's gonna have an IQ of a fucking bald fucking turnip to think that there's fucking chemtrails.
Just to address the chat, Poppy, Chris G, it's Jojo Bobo's definitely not Gogo Bobo. I'm not 100% who it is, but I think I might know, but it's definitely not Gogo Bobo. And what else was I going to answer someone else? Yes, and Queenslanders are sensitive wallflowers, DC. Sorry, Tony.
Oh, is that Bam Bam?
Yes, Bam Bam. Get him, Bam Bam. Who's
Bam Bam's growling. Bam Bam.
that?
Ah! Well, we need some more people on here. I'll just do some COVID fucking bullshit and everybody will come on.
Yeah,
Craig
do
Bam
some
Bam
coke.
and I would have got on well if I was born a girl, I was going to be named
Pebbles.
Samantha from Bewitched. Sorry,
Okay,
wrong show. It's a Flintstone.
Yeah, that's what I thought, yeah. Yeah, we're talking about Flintstones. Yeah, Bam Bam and
Yeah, I was
Pebbles, yeah.
thinking Bewitched. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Well, let's have a fucking look at this cunt. He's a proper doctor, unlike some fucking vet cunts that fucking Jeff's paid $50 to tell them what they want to think.
You may as well get Kramer on there, Poppy, with a white coat on. You know what I mean? Like, anyone can be a fucking doctor on YouTube.
Well, this guy's from the this guy's from the Department of Health.
All of the concerns are about the vaccine safety, which is understandable. So that's what I'm going to focus on, addressing specific safety concerns that people have. But I'm also going to discuss my experience getting the vaccine, as I've received both doses of the Pfizer version at this point. So let me jump in with the 6 most common concerns I hear from people. And because I'm in the US and the only vaccines currently available here are the mRNA vaccines from Pfizer and Moderna, that's what I'll be focusing on. Concern number 1, the vaccines can change our DNA. mRNA vaccines cannot change your DNA. And the reason is pretty straightforward. The way that DNA and RNA work in human cells is that information travels in one direction only. Each of our cells, with a few exceptions like red blood cells, which don't have any DNA, has a nucleus containing the DNA. Under the direction of a very complicated process, enzymes in the nucleus unwind the double-stranded helix of DNA and make a single-strand copy known as RNA, specifically mRNA, where the M stands for messenger, in a process called transcription. The mRNA is then transported out of the nucleus into the surrounding cytoplasm, where structures called ribosomes.
Sorry, DC, I don't want to talk over the video, and I don't know how to chat when I'm on my iPad, so I'll wait a bit before I answer you.
These proteins then go on to do all the important work of the cell. So again, DNA encodes RNA within the nucleus in the process of transcription. RNA is then translated into protein.
So, talk if you want there, Lump. I'll come back on and tell you what he's saying.
All right. You can tell me in layman's terms. I do see saying, like, penny for me thoughts on JoJo's. I don't like to say DC because let me find out for sure. But you asking me, does that mean you've got an idea who you think he might be? And just on other shit they were talking about earlier about Jeff and Julian going to Ilo together. That makes sense to me because I'm not saying this to be derogative because nowadays it's a normal thing to be gay, right? I don't know why he hides it, but Julian is obviously gay, and I know that for a fact from things I've seen. And he always used to. Sorry, I haven't seen him do it for a while. I might do it on the quiet now, but he used to always donate quite well to Jeff. And Jeff won't hear a bar of anyone saying anything negative about Julian.
I used to as well. I used to give Jeff a lot of money.
Well, on the quiet. You didn't do it like on the screen, did you? Like with Super Chat and that?
Yeah, I used to give him donate to his stuff on live stream and that. DC will tell you and all those guys.
Okay, I missed a lot of his shows when he blocked me. I thought, fuck it. I did watch a couple, but I don't remember.
Sometimes I give him fucking 200 Australian dollars.
Well, instead of doing it this week, send it my way and I'll put it on Parramatta tonight. I think they're paying about $2.40 against Melbourne.
Who?
And I'll send it back to you. Parramatta's playing Melbourne tonight.
I strongly suggest that you back West Tigers next game.
I'm a West Tigers man, mate. I'm a West Tigers supporter.
I go on West Tigers all the way, man.
Oh, good on you.
We've had a bastard of a year, but actually, hopefully the coach has blown portholes out of them.
Yeah.
He's going after them. But with the vaccine there, he'll if we listen to this thing, in 2004 they had the SARS, like the SARS infection and that, and a lot of the government people within Australia were trying to work out how to get a vaccine really quick. Concerning SARS, you know. So if we listen to him,
okay, yeah, I get you.
Footy's on
This is
tonight.
back in 2012 or 2011, whenever it was.
Yeah, Para in Melbourne.
But if we listen to him, he'll explain it. But you know, it's the answer's a pineapple. You take it. You know, there's a lot of people that have taken it. There's some people that have had anaphylactic shocks to it. Man, people have anaphylactic shocks to bee stings and fucking eating fucking peanuts.
Yeah.
Hey, Tony.
Bring me up.
Hey, Tony, how you going, mate?
Good, how you guys going, all right?
Not too bad. All your Queensland rains come down to hit us for a while.
Oh, good. You're welcome to it, mate.
I've got to drive up through it. It's going to rain all the way to Queensland on Monday.
That would suck. Not raining here at the moment, so I'll be lucky.
Sorry, Poppy. What?
You guys probably don't want to watch it anyway. But
oh no, sorry. If everyone else is interested, I was just saying hello to Tony. Yeah, we'll listen.
Yeah, I am too. But the thing is, with the vaccine for COVID, right? I watched a thing there with Neil deGrasse Tyson and the guy that's like the SADA fucking, well, whatever he's with the American thing. And with the corona vaccine, they're not actually injecting you with COVID. What they're doing is like it's got to do with your DNA. They're fucking with your DNA to think that you actually have that virus and then making your DNA come after that virus. They're not actually infecting you with the virus. It's a whole different way of attacking you becoming immune to COVID. And even then, they said you'll never ever become immune from it. It's like a flu thing. Every year there'll be a different strain of it and stuff like that. So we'll never actually become immune to it, but it'll just, in the flu shot every year, they'll incorporate some kind of a COVID vaccine in there. So it's very complicated the way that they're doing it. It's if you do the research, it's not like in the old days where they just used to put a flu shot in you and it had a small percentage of the flu in you, and then
help you build up your immunity to it. That's what it was about.
Yeah.
Which
I
is
know
actually
what
makes
you're
it-
saying, Brad. The thing I
Yeah.
have against it at the moment, Brad, is the fact that this is really untested. Hasn't been out very long. So that's the only thing I have against this shot.
The thing is, they've been doing that since 2003 or 2004, since the last SARS outbreak.
Yeah.
They've been testing all this shit in the laboratories or whatever to, if an outbreak does happen, they'll be able to have a quick vaccine outcome. And that's why the vaccine has come out so quick.
Poppy, can I just tell you how
I still don't think there's been enough testing, mate. To be honest, in my opinion, that's my opinion. I don't think there's been enough testing.
To the same as you, Tony, man, everybody's going to get it before me. Like first line doctors and nurses and all that kind of shit. And they're saying that there's a lot of people over there overseas that have had an adverse effect. And I'm happy to wait and see. But
Poppy,
I think most of them are having like it's the same as having a bee sting or thing.
Yeah,
like,
if you're allergic to them, yeah. But the thing is, a lot of countries through Europe now have put on hold AstraZeneca.
Yeah.
but they're about to unhold that. They're all about to unhold that.
They're having issues with it. So if they're having issues with it, then that needs to be further investigated why they think they have issues with it.
You watch Tony in the next couple of days, they're all reversing that already.
With the vaccine, I think there's like 4 or 5 different like made from different people.
Yeah, different brands, yeah.
Yeah, one, 2, 3, 4, probably 5 that I can think off the top of my head, but one of those is from China and the other one's from Russia.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't. Yeah. You'd think if it came to Australia, they'd be testing it properly.
Oh, yeah,
But then again, you got fucking green ministers saying that you can't fucking burn a fucking tree in your backyard. You know?
Yeah, you can't have fires anymore. Fuck that.
What the fuck do these cunts know?
Yeah, well, that's because they don't want to end up on top of the fire. Nobody actually likes the Greens.
They'll still be smoking their bongs.
Hey, Craig Cliff,
Yeah.
did you hear there was on a thing, the whole post through Facebook today was they're trying to cancel live baiting. You cannot catch live bait and live bait.
Yeah. I heard about
Why,
it.
for cruelty reasons?
Yeah, animal cruelty.
Mate, look, I lump the Greens in together with PETA and the vegans and any of these other fuckwits that have only 2 brain fucking cells. I lump them all together, mate, because they have no idea of real life. They need to get their heads out of their ass and live.
To me, you need a cross between Pauline Hanson and Dick Smith running the country.
Yeah.
And Dick Smith's too smart to come into the politics. He's already said that because it's a fucking bullshit, you know. But you need to run the country like a fucking business.
Prime Minister. Santa Claus would make the best Prime Minister, I reckon.
I'd fucking
Santa
make the
Claus,
best Prime Minister.
Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you now, how's this for the opposite of anti-vaccine, right? You know, they're talking about blood clots. I've lost 2 brothers. I've had two brothers pass away in the last few years due to blood clot things. Had a blood test and found there's a gene in our family. So I'm now on medication for the rest of my life to prevent it. And even with this blood clot talk, if they offered it me tomorrow, I'd still take it.
You're not on morphine, are you?
No, I'm on this. Actually, I'm on a stronger one. Warfarin's got what they call a like if you start bleeding, they can inject or shove some shit in you it uncoagulates and reverses it. Mine hasn't got that reverse. Mine's actually more dangerous. If I do bleed, they can't stop it. But I don't have to get regular checks either.
Yeah, well, so with morphine, you have to have constant checkups to make sure the level is staying right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know people that have been on it, mate, and that's scary stuff. I mean, really, rat sack? Like, what the fuck?
No, mine's called Xarelto. I had the choice, and I chose Xarelto, so I didn't have to go every week or 2 weeks and get tested. Yeah. So I'm just on it for the rest of my life as a preventative measure.
Do you want to hear the video there? Doctor discusses COVID, or you just want me to wrestle it?
Maybe tomorrow morning I do, Poppy, when I'm not right now. I can't concentrate on him.
I'll just wrestle it. But I'm like that. I like to listen to all different points of views, but I'm still going to have my own view. But
Yeah.
Everybody does. You take bits and pieces from everywhere, and you form your own opinion.
I just prefer the educated view.
Hey, Poppy.
Yeah.
They try and stop you catch live bait, right, to go fishing. But the greenies, you can, fucking with the bushfires last year, burnt the arse out of all the fucking koalas, right? That's okay. And now they're worried about little fish you put on a hook.
Yeah. Funny that, isn't it, Craig?
Yeah, it's a fucking joke.
Yeah. We're not allowed to backfire burns, but you're not allowed to fucking kill a fucking fish.
Yeah, but they can burn the arse out of the koalas and have and kill people last year in fires and all the bullshit. Lots of people didn't even have Christmas at their own home because their house was burnt down. And now they're fucking worried about a yellowtail. Fucking joke.
Little yakka, mate. Little yakka. I'm scared.
It's the same as when Lebanon had that fucking fertilizer bomb that went off, and Australia sent them $2 million in fucking foreign aid. How much did Lebanon send us when we had their bushfires the year before, when it burned half the fucking country down? And we had nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, they probably stood there. They probably stood there and clapped, Poppy.
Yeah, but they're fucking mosques.
The kebab shops are thriving.
Bowing down at 12 o'clock in the day, fucking clapping their fucking hands. Fuck off, idiots.
Yeah. DC, the logic, it's sense.
People come to me work, and the cunt rolls out a thing of carpet and starts bowing down. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, oh, it's 12 o'clock, whatever. I'm like, yeah. I said, man, you get that fucking shit back in your truck and tip the fucking thing off or fuck off. I said, I don't have time for you to be fucking around where I've got fucking 10 trucks coming in. If you don't like it, fuck off.
How you going, Desiree?
There again. I was like, good.
Desiree's here, Poppy.
Brad, you should have told him he wasn't facing towards Mecca. You should have told him he was facing the wrong way.
And g'day, Nathan.
You should have pulled your pants down, Poppy.
Fuck off. If he comes in there again, charge him 3 times as cheap.
Oh, Dark Sider's car's resold.
Poppy, you should have pulled your pants down when he was bowing down to you. Give him the 9 inches.
Mate, I'll
Would you
knock
cook the
me
engine,
90
DC?
inches down the fucking front of his coat. That hard will knock his 2 front teeth out. And
Would you
then
do
I'll
cook the
roll
engine,
him up in
DC?
the carpet and bury him in the landfill.
Good use for a
Fuck,
carpet.
bitch.
And no one will report him missing because he's probably on a watch list.
Well, Des is on here. I'd love Des to come on.
Yeah, come up, Des. Come and say hello to us.
Yeah, come on, Des,
We
come up.
want to hear. I'll protect you, Des, and Craig will. We want to hear what happened with
What, you and
Yeah.
Craig will protect her. Me and Tony are going to get stuck into her, are we?
Oh.
We're going to give her
Hey?
heaps. Come on, Des. I've got a word over you. No, I haven't.
Come on, Des. We're nice. We're good Australians. We're not like JLB.
Yeah, stop this sausage fest.
There's only one way that Des is going to tell a story. If she comes on here and thingos it, and I reckon RR and MG and those girls are going to stick behind her.
I don't think Des needs to tell a story. I think she already did in a way. I think just let her up here and forget about her, like her part of that.
Well, the
let
only
her
story
move on.
is
She just needs to move on from that.
JLB's a fucking dead shit.
Exactly, and we all know that now.
I think she does want to just move on from it too. Just forget it and continue.
Yeah, I think just forget about it, move on.
Des is in the house.
Hey, Des.
Hello, sausage party.
No more sausage sizzle.
Thank you, Mr. P. Thank you, guys. I mean, but you know, if you think that I'm wrong on something, correct me. Let me know. You know, tell it straight to my face, not using any live stream or, you know, have balls to tell it in front of my face. Have a video call with me. You know what I mean, guys. If you have problems with me, don't use any platform like telling the world I have problem with this. Tell it straight to my face.
Des, just talking about balls, can I just quickly tell you a funny story? I went to get. This is 100% true. I went to get a cancer skin check today at Campbelltown, and I what I thought was a decent pair of undies on.
Skin check on the balls.
No. She doesn't go. It's a female, and she never goes there. She's done me before. She never does. She lifts your bum. She gives you a wedgie and lifts your undies up at the bum, but she doesn't go anywhere near the front. And I think, okay, fair enough. But today, as she said, okay, you can get dressed now, I turned around, I picked up my shorts off the chair, and when I bent over to pull them over my legs, my nuts dropped out the bottom of my undies. They're not as secure as I thought. And I think she just caught them on the side of her eye and just like politely we decided not to discuss it.
I'm surprised she didn't say, you need to get that lump checked out.
I used to go to a lot before I'm going on here. You probably see some of my YouTube channels videos, but I used to do a lot of CrossFit before I had the accident, and I used to go do CrossFit. You know, and some of the women there are absolutely astounding. You know. And
sorry, Poppy, that weird noise is coming over again.
It's not me. But anyway, I used to go there, and one of my mates was like, "You're a deviant," you know, and it's not. And I was like, "Oh, I'm going to come there one day, and I'm just going to have some soccer shorts on, and I'm going to do some full-on splits, like, you know, low things." And let me ginger cricket balls hang out the bottom. Because, man, Oh, I won't have a business. You can't do that.
Yeah.
But
Sorry,
anyway,
Craig, were you trying
MG,
to say something before, Craig?
if we can,
Yeah. I'll go.
yeah,
It's too
I
noisy
don't know
anyway,
if
guys.
there's. Oh, Craig's gone. Well, that's bad.
Okay.
Mr. P, thank you for inviting me. I'm actually okay and trying to be better each day. And I'm sorry about the. It's like I have a bad introduction earlier. uh, I hope you guys are doing well. And you know,
Yes.
yes,
Are
yes.
you gonna put your more YouTube videos up? I know you're upset about stuff that has happened, and I won't ask you about that unless you want me to. But I think if you continue your YouTube videos, you're going to get more subscribers to me than and more stuff. Like
Yeah,
Yeah, Des,
that's
just continue doing what you were doing. Don't let anything interrupt you. Okay.
yeah, and
You have a lot of friends out there.
mm,
that's that's what I wanted to say. You know.
just to share with you guys, I hope you don't misinterpret this venting out. Maybe just give me 2 minutes. Actually, Gogo warned me before, so like last year. So I'm really new in YouTube. So Gogo actually warned me about him, about that screwed up guy.
Yep.
Sorry, well, I didn't mention a name, yeah. So, and I don't understand what he was trying to say until I asked him about the dragon lady. You guys know her, I don't know her.
Yeah,
And
Dragon.
I wish to know the story so I would understand why this lady was, I think, the screwed up guy did something or verbally bullied her. I'm not sure what happened, but it's a very interesting thing because uh,
That's what he does, Jeff.
I mean, what happened to
Jeff,
her?
Jeff,
Can anyone share
Jeff,
if it is okay?
Jeff
She
verbally
she started
um,
she
goes
had a
after
husband.
people.
Oh, sorry. She had a husband in the States, and he got sick, like a terminal illness, like quite ill, and she left him for one of her subs from England and started
Ah,
a relationship. And I think they even went back to the Philippines together. I'm not sure about that, but yeah, Jeff resold her. He resold her just before that happened. He didn't ask her. He didn't get rid of her because of that. He'd already got rid of her because she started. She was very cocky, like she was very sure of herself and quite cocky, and thought everyone loved her and stuff like that. So she got a bit like uppity, and he doesn't like that when the girl starts like getting more views than him.
I see. Okay. All right. Well, guys, I decided to take a break because it's really stressful. I've expected things like this to happen, but I didn't expect that there could be worse things that could happen. Like you have a friend today, but sadly, he can be an enemy tomorrow. You know what I
Well,
mean?
Yes,
Des,
You didn't
I hate
expect him to
people.
turn on you that quickly.
Yeah, I was so shocked. Like, he can say anything that he wants because I believe that everyone can say anything in YouTube because you guys are far. I'm in Philippines. You guys are in Australia. You are very far. I cannot really run after you, so you can just say all you want, right? And well, I believe in good. If you do good things to your brothers or the people around you, it will eventually go back to you. But if you do the opposite thing, I believe one day he would get his karma. So I'm just here. It's not that I didn't stop live streaming because I was feeling down, but just to take a break, because if I will have a live stream and would just talk about him or others, it will be a waste of time because the topics would just be about him, right? So
Yeah.
I decided just to keep quiet, just give
Yeah.
my attention. I give my attention to my
Let it
kids, to
blow
my
over.
family. Yeah, because he doesn't deserve my saliva and my time.
Des, I don't like to be one of them people to say I told you so, but if you look back our very early messages when we first met up on Messenger, and you reread the messages, I actually warned you as well as
Ah,
if you go back to the early messages, I tried to warn you in a
yeah.
nice way, and you told me, "Don't worry about me, Jeff. I can look after myself." And you know what I mean. I was trying to warn you back then, and yeah, and like you said, so did Go.
It's not just because we have it in for Des. It's not. I don't actually have it in for him. I just don't care for him because of how he is to other people and the way he is. So yeah, it's like when people like Go can be a little turd, but when he tells you things like
Tony,
that, listen.
Tony, Tony, can
Yes,
uh, MG's
Yes,
there,
I agree, DC.
and MG, hey MG,
Hey, Mary. Yoo-hoo.
MG, where are you? Speak up. Speak now or forever hold your peace.
I'd like you to tell her what you think about him, and um, for you, Des, we're all here for you, Des. We're a YouTube community, and we all banter, we all have fun, but we all gather around somebody like you, or it wouldn't matter if it's you or me. You know, that's been absolutely resold by him because he's a piece of shit.
Des,
Do you,
we're
do you
rooting
agree,
for you.
fellas?
We're rooting for you, Des.
Guys,
Yeah, we want DC, we want Des to have her own channel and to grow and have. She'll be prosperous if she has her own channel and keeps on doing what she wants to do. But she needs to leave that stuff behind and have a bit of a thick skin and do what she wants to do.
Well, I'll just say my silly dad joke one more time. Des, we're rooting for you.
No, I'm not a special person here. What I'm trying to say here is,
Sorry.
no, it's okay, love. Actually, Mr. PC, thank you for inviting me. I was about to start my own live stream again, but I saw your Facebook message, and I just want to. I know I don't need to have a live stream just to let everybody know what really happened. I'm confident about telling few people. It's up to them if you believe me or not, be neutral or not, be plastic or not. I don't really care now because um this is YouTube. You have to have, you need to have a thick skin, otherwise you will be gone. Like, you have to step away, you have to stop doing whatever you are doing. And I don't really care now what people would say, but I think if they would say something, make sure that those things are true, and they should not involve my family. That's the only favor that I want to ask from them. Say whatever they want to say, but don't include my kids and my family, because I don't know. The only thing that I can think about is your parents didn't raise you properly. That's all I can. And the one mistake that I learned is you should not give your full trust to anyone, especially in YouTube community. And that's the mistake I did. And I should have learned my lessons. Yeah, and of course, I cried. I got stressed. I was a bit depressed, but I told myself you'll be okay later on, and just continue whatever you like to do.
don't get depressed, Des. Look, the whole of my life, man, I've gone through a lot of different situations, and you don't know those or any person probably on here. But the one thing that my dad said to me is your only limitation is your imagination. You know, and I started off in my life as a fucking labourer, kicking shit, you know, and I worked up my way through. Now it's been 40 years to get where I am and have what I've got. It's not to say that, but it is your only limitation is your imagination, Des. If you believe in yourself, there's no limitation in your life. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
what somebody else says. They want to come down on you, you know. And to
Come
me,
on, keep it clean,
the
Colin.
worst people that come after me, I have to prove them wrong. They say you can't do this when I say I want to do it. When they say you can't do that, I'll just do it to prove them wrong. You know? In your life, you have to be happy, Des. You know, it doesn't matter about other people.
I'll be right back.
Do you agree with that, people? Like, you know,
Yeah, mate. Look,
Yes. Yeah. I understand.
you just got to be happy. Move on from negativity and bullshit, and don't let it affect you.
Yeah, that's true, guys.
When you do things like go onto a live stream and just talk about him or talk about the incident, you're keeping it there. You're dwelling on it. You need to just let it go, move on, be a happier person for it, and get on with life. Because
Hmm.
at the end of the day, he doesn't matter. I don't matter. Lump doesn't matter. Brad doesn't matter. You is what matters in your life. So
True.
you need
True.
to you need to make yourself happy. So
Hmm.
forget all the bullshit. Who cares about it?
Hmm.
No one cares about him anyway, really. So just move on, be happy, and keep doing your thing, and just continue going on and up. The more you go up, the more it's going to make him look like a bigger dickhead.
that's exactly right.
Um, I also understand.
Yes, Tony, you are right. You are very right. Sorry for
It, it,
interrupt.
it, it, it's
Yes,
okay,
you have to
Mary.
move on. You have to move on, Des. It's
It's like
I
this,
told you
guys.
last week, move on.
Guys, it's like
Just
this. You have to
forget
wait,
Atahay
wait. You have to
because if
understand
you
that.
forget, my God, enjoy
Wait,
your life, Des.
guys, it's easy for you to say move on. It's easy for you to say that because you're not in my situation. You can only understand. You can only understand if you were experiencing the same thing like what happened to Mr. P, to Lump, to Tony. Mary Grace, it's easy. It's easy to say this. It's you move on. You know how much I put so much respect to that person, thinking that he was nice, but it was all BS. It was all like I thought he was really nice 100%. And I really regret the thing that I respected. I look up to him too much. I look up I look at him like a friend.
You learnt a hard lesson, Des.
Yeah, that's the
And Mary, I hope it never happens, but trust me, if you ever say the wrong thing, you'll end up on the other end of his. You'll feel his wrath as well because he doesn't have real friends. He's a psychopath, sociopath.
just to inform
Yeah,
everyone.
but let's get MJ on. I agree with you. And as soon as you say the wrong thing to him, MG, you're going to get cast aside and called all kinds of accusations. Well, he's going to go after you.
If he hasn't
I,
already.
I wish that it will Mary Grace would not experience what I am experiencing right now. Um, I've cried. I don't have to do a live stream to talk about him, but to inform you guys, I never ask his help. Okay, whatever he would say in the future, Des has got no debt of gratitude. That's not even true because he offered the co-hosting to RR and me to me. And whatever, so far I never asked his help, and good thing I didn't, because if I did, for sure I owe him something that he will surely throw it into my face, like how dare this is, and
Exactly.
and I cannot blame the other girls because they owe something to him. I cannot blame them. It's up to them. If they would say something bad, for sure they will get kicked or banned.
Yep.
Well, that is the person's problem. He got a anger management issue, and he doesn't listen to people. Go on, I'm sorry.
I wasn't me.
With the thing that MG was saying that he gave you money to go on his channel.
Of course, that is true because that is salary. That's not even debt of gratitude. I work my ass off in that channel talking because I want to earn. It was not even, Mary Grace, hindi ito. I don't want to fight with you, but he offered the job. It's not even debt of gratitude because I didn't ask his help.
And
I just want to clarify. I didn't ask his help to be a co-host. He was the one who approached me. He said, Des, would you like to be a co-host? Because I'm willing to pay you. And I said, okay, let's try. I didn't even ask him even once, Jeff. I'm suffering. I want to ask for help. It's fine. We all need help. But the problem is, once you ask his help and you owe him something, you are not allowed to say BS about him. You're not allowed to say anything negative because you owe him something. And good thing I don't owe him something.
You're allowed to have your own opinion, Des. You're allowed to have your own opinion, okay?
That's what I said to MG. Let's get MG on here. Come on, MG. MG. Wake the fuck up. MG.
Yoo-hoo.
Useless.
Mary. DC, I hope I'm not talking out of school, but reading your comments, it sounds a bit like you're starting to realise that you've got another channel to come to, or another couple of channels actually with Des, to say hello and have a good time and talk to friends and stuff.
Are you talking about DC?
Yeah.
Well, DC won't go back on Jeff's channel.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, that's great.
Because of what he done to Des. But anyway, Des, keep on going.
Well done, DC.
We all want to support your channel, Des. Just put on some videos and we'll all come on there and support them.
Exactly, King. Exactly.
I'm not supposed to rant or vent out, but sometimes, guys, you need to explode. You need to explode so that whatever you have in your chest.
Des.
Go on.
We want you to explode and rant because that's the Australian way. We love it. We want to hear it.
Come on, guys. Don't think of another thing about exploding.
Instead of holding inside and letting it eat at you from the inside, get it out there. Have your say.
Exactly right.
Go off, and then, like I said, move on. Des, I was with my ex-wife for 18 years. I had 6 kids. Now,
The Brady Bunch.
That's just about, mate. That's pretty hard when that fails and you have to walk away from that. So, yeah, when someone tells you that they don't love you, that's hard. But you move on with life and you continue. And that's what you need to do. You need to make yourself happy. You need to grow yourself on Facebook. That would really piss him off. That's the best way to get your revenge, is to grow, be happy, ignore any of his bullshit, and just grow as a person, grow as a channel, and be happy. That's what pisses people like him off more than anything else.
Yeah.
Trust me.
True. Thank you, guys.
Tony, hang on a second. With Tony, I'd like to speak to Tony. Maybe we can have email, but I don't know how you done that, man. Like
marriages fail, mate, and you need to learn how to move on from someone that stopped loving you. You need to learn how to move on. It's not an easy thing. After 18 years, it's not easy. You just need to learn how to.
There, Tony.
Yeah, you need to learn how to
I'm
move
still there,
on.
Tony. I still haven't moved on properly.
Yeah. You need just to come to the realization that if they don't love you, then don't be there, because it's toxic for you. It's toxic for them. It's toxic for my kids. You still need
Tony,
to love your kids.
Can I send you a link to Poppy after this is finished?
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
All right, no worries. I'll send you his link, Poppy.
Yeah, look, life is not easy, and sometimes things don't work out. It's to grow as a person, and you can't live in the past. You can't hold things in. You need to get it out, have your say, and eventually you will move on from shit. But if you hold it in, it's holding you back as a person.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It holds you back as being a person.
Actually, Downtown makes a good point there too in the chat. When you're talking about when Jeff helps you, and this is not to disparage Mary at all, but I think it was last year, the year before, whenever it was, he did collect donations to help Mary, Grace, and Rhea, was it? Or
No, it's another girl.
May. It was May.
Boracay. May, was it? Okay.
Yeah, it was May. And from what I gather, the way he was talking, and that wasn't last Christmas, that was like a couple of years ago now, that was like, sure as shit, he wasn't putting anything in. He was getting donations from other guys to pay for their trips.
He claimed all the kudos.
Yep. He got the one to use the videos and did the girls to do his videos for him. That's what he does. He uses the girls because the guys go there for the eye candy. They go there for the girls, apart from Julian, who goes there for the lady boys. But
and Brian,
yeah. Yeah, well, as well, I'd say Brian sent you the same messages he sent me.
I got exactly what you got, Tony. I got exactly what you got.
Yeah,
and I still got it all too.
Yeah, and that's it. I mean, if they want to do that, that's fine. I don't care. But when somebody like that uses the people that are trusting, good-hearted people, that's what really gets to me. This is why I left a couple of years ago, why I stopped going. Apart from the fact he became boring because it was the same thing week in, week out. And he hasn't improved. He really hasn't improved from what I've seen. He's just become worse as a human being.
Yeah.
Now he's starting to attack the girls where he didn't do that much before. But he doesn't think much of the females at all. To be honest, and from what I can see, he doesn't think much of the females at all.
Actually, Tony, you know, the very first time I got blocked by Jeff, you know why I got blocked? It wasn't anything to do with COVID or anything like that. The first time I got blocked from Jeff, which lasted about 6 months, was I was on another channel. I can't remember if it was Go-Go's or The Shill or something like that. And they started getting into Jeff, so I thought, I'll put my 2 bobs worth in. And I mentioned that the 2 chicks he had up there on the panel, you know, with the low cut, you know, showing their cleavage and whatnot, and I picked up straight away that they appeared a bit tomboy to me. That's a Philippine term, but they appeared a bit gay to me. And then I spotted them holding hands in some other dude's video. They were a couple, and this other dude, he's a famous vlogger. I can't remember his name, but Jeff loves him. This other dude was with them, or one of them, and shared her with the chick. Yeah, Video Lux. That's it. Yeah,
Video Lux. That's the guy, and one was his girlfriend, the other one was her girlfriend.
Yeah, and they were also, the girls were also together. Yeah, it was a funny setup. But I mentioned that on this channel because I was on the panel, and someone was obviously in the chat from his channel, probably Julian, I don't know, maybe even him. But that's how I got blocked the first time when I brought that up, and he's hated my guts since.
Yeah. It's probably a good thing, mate. You get blocked. I mean, I got glad I was. I mean, I got blocked, and you remember Matt and Mel, the Kiwi Matt?
Yeah.
I was talking to him and said, "Oh, well, it looks like I'm blocked on Jeff's channel." He went there and actually was putting messages in Jeff's chat, and Jeff saying that another vlogger was watching GoGo's live stream and sent Jeff the link to what I was saying on GoGo's live stream, which is a lie, because GoGo doesn't leave his videos up, so you can't send a link to a video that's not up. So he's a straight out liar.
Yeah.
For a start, and it would have been Jeff cruising. It would have been either Jeff or Julian recording it. But Jeff said no, it was someone sent him the link. GoGo doesn't leave his videos up, so that's how stupid Jeff is.
Yeah, same with John Quinn a couple of weeks ago when he had that drunken. Remember, he had that thing, controversial thing about the Indians and stuff that got blown up a bit, but. The next day, Jeff's on there saying, John Quinn just said hello or g'day or, said hello in the chat. And Jeff said, "Oh, get fucked, you're racist. I heard about you on the other channel. You're racist cunt," and all this, going off his nut and barred John Quinn. So he's got someone planted or someone or himself.
He's doing it himself, mate. He's an old troll from way back. So he still gets out there and trolls. He doesn't have to say anything in the comments. He can just be there and watch what people say, what's in the chat. And when he sits there and goes on about someone sent me the link, we know he's the biggest liar ever. So,
well, in that case, get over your baldy dog.
I don't even care about him anymore. Like he's not really relevant because he's never going to the Philippines again because he won't get the injection. So he's never allowed to leave Australia again. End of story. This is what's going to be happening. We all know it. Yeah. He's stuck in Australia now.
That's true. He's fucked.
Yep. His channel's going to go straight down the shithole.
Living in his little fucking shithole in Adelaide as a what's he live in? Some hostel with 16 other people. He's fucked.
Yeah, mate.
And like somebody said to me the other day, he's got 300 grand he can retire. Like, fuck off, you can retire on 300 grand. Go fuck yourself.
Mate, I can do it. I can do it right. I can do it right now on $500,000 if I went to the Philippines. But 300 grand in Australia, he's not going anywhere. He's going to be
500 in the Philippines, man. Unless you know some really good blokes and that, you're not fucking retiring there.
Yeah, I am, man. I'm married. Remember, I'm married, so and I trust my wife, so I can do all sorts of shit. I don't have to spend I'm not going to spend the whole lot. That's for damn sure. I'm not building a $200,000 or $300,000 house.
Yeah.
Mate, 50 or 60K gets me a fucking absolute fucking awesome place where I want to live.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah, it does. It's a little bit easier for me in a lot of aspects. But
let's hear from Des. Des, are you there?
Yeah, I'm just here.
Do you reckon a foreigner, just say Craig, came over there and wanted to live with you? How much money do they need?
Well,
That's
first of all,
actually,
it's how much board are you going to charge?
you said that Craig would if he would live here.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, like, if somebody like Craig or wanted to be your boyfriend and you had a really good relationship, how much per year Australian dollars do they need to retire on?
I cannot
If
really.
they're if they're willing to live the Filipino life, like rice,
Uh-huh.
um, easy meals, and all that kind of stuff.
To be honest, I can't really answer that because if that person has a highlight like high end lifestyle or a luxurious lifestyle, then and if he
Yeah.
wants to keep that lifestyle, then he needs to have more than 50,000 pesos a month. I think the best person to answer this question is Tony, because though I can give someone an idea because I got
Um,
3 kids. I can do the budget for computation, but I can't really give you a exact amount that someone needs because
I'm,
um
I'm just trying to say like a ballpark estimate that they're gonna live the same life as a Filipino when they go over there, because a lot of people when they in a foreign thing, they think that they're going to go over to the Philippines and live a Western life and have the same kind of stuff like that and still be able to retire on it, which is totally wrong.
If you want to live a Western life in the Philippines, mate, you need to
Have a
whatever
lot of
money you
money.
live on now, you need to take that and add at least half of that again
Get
if you
over
want to
life.
live if you want to live a Western lifestyle in the Philippines. If you can do a little bit of both, have a few luxuries, but live money like how the Filipinos live, then like, probably half of what you make now.
Yeah, well,
Depending on your lifestyle, it depends on your lifestyle.
Des is there, so we'll just ask her for what does she think if a Filipino a foreigner marries a Filipino and he's happy to curve it in half or less?
um right
It's
now
it's still pretty expensive, don't you reckon, Des?
it's still expensive. And how do I say this, because right now with my 3 kids, but good thing that we have family business, so I don't really pay the electricity. So what I budget now is just the food. So with the food and other stuff kids needs, maybe you need, in my case I got 3 kids, so I need to have at least 15,000. That is just for food and whatever emergency medicine. So the electricity bill is not yet included, the water bill, internet, cable, and other stuff load. It's not yet included in
Do you own the
15,000
house, Des?
pesos.
Does your family own the house?
Yeah, yes, we have our own house, and
Okay,
even
so you
my
don't need rent and things like that.
yeah. So it means you should prepare at least 50,000 pesos at least, just in case you will have emergency, or you have to pay for the rent. I don't know if you guys, if you want to rent a house or rent a room. So it would all depend on what kind of lifestyle do you want, or if you want to
Well, it
stay.
depends too. Like if you meet a Filipina and she's got, say for example, just use you as example. Just say some guy from Australia, like, was sort of, you met online or you come over to visit you, and you start having a relationship. Obviously, the guy can't just go rent a room. He's got to rent a house, right? Because you've
Yeah.
got kids. So you have to rent a decent sized house. So you have to take that as part of the budget.
Yes, of course. So, unless if he would like to make my ceiling higher, he can.
Like move in there with you.
Yeah, maybe if he is taller than 6 feet, I don't want his head to hit the ceiling. So if he wants to be like Mr. Poppy to change the roof, I'm willing to accept that. Yeah, our house is not the best house maybe, but it's really decent that you still have roof on your head, above your head. And I'm really sorry, Mr. Poppy, that I have to vent out earlier, because if if that guy can say anything that he wants, true or not, why can't I? Why can't we? Why can't we say things like what we want to say? And I just want to, because you guys, I cannot talk to Tony Lump, to you guys, like privately, like each one of you. Maybe this is a good chance to clarify that. I Just to clarify again, I don't owe anything to him. I didn't even
I knew
ask
that
him
from the
out.
start, Des. I knew that from the start. That's okay. You don't have to explain yourself, really.
Yeah, because
We all know who the arsehole is in this. It's okay.
there are people thinking that, oh, Des, so Des received super chat, PayPal donation from Jeff. How dare she say something, whatever. You guys don't even know the side of my story. And for
Yes.
for for the information of everyone, I work, RR and I work our asses to get the salary that we deserve.
Yes.
We didn't ask it
And,
from him.
and,
Like
And
Jeff,
don't forget, Des, too. He didn't pay the salary. People donated the salary.
yeah.
yeah,
He didn't pay you one
exactly,
cent. He didn't pay you one peso.
exactly.
So
So his channel is fine. The channel became bridge because there are generous people. There are people who feel they are helpful, and they got few bucks, whatever amount was that. But the main people that should be thanked here are the donors. You
yes,
know, because
and
he
you know
also
what else it
donated.
is? I think he
What?
got jealous because when you and RR were there, the donations did start to flow, and he doesn't get that when it's him. He gets sometimes if he's lucky, he gets something. But I think he didn't like that. That okay, they're donating when Des and RR are there, even though he was advertising it that send money for RR and Des. I don't think he realised just how much people would donate, and I think that put his nose out of joint. I think he didn't like that too much. Being a sociopath that he is, um, he wouldn't have liked that because it's all about him.
And
Do you understand what I mean, Des?
yeah. I try not to think of so many stuff, but when people are down and they are in a low level, like they will try to pull someone down as well. They will want to pull people down to their until they are in the same level. I'm not letting people to do that to
Des,
me.
Des.
Yeah.
We all. I can 100% say to you, all the people on here, we're 100% after your channel. Okay, you need to create more content.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, that's true.
Okay, you need to pull through this and think to yourself, like when I was young, and I've been down and this and that. My dad always taught me your only limitation is your imagination. If people are going to take you down in the world, you can't think about this. You have to pull forward above them and become above them in the situation. You know, we all like taking the piss out of JLB because he's a piece of shit. But
Yes.
you need to yourself create the channel that you want your channel to be, and you can't um listen to other people. You can't. It's your channel. You have to do what your channel needs to be. you know, and we'll all come along for the ride, and it's going to be a fucking great ride. Okay, Des?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
just get your channel back up,
Here,
and I
here, Poppy. Well
guarantee
said, mate. Well said.
Yeah, yeah,
we're all
that's
going to come for a ride, and it's going to be a great ride. If you get your channel back up in the next few days, and you pick yourself up, you know, I've had people talk to me a lot worse than JBL or take advantage of me a lot worse than JBL has. You have to have a thick skin. You have to take that on thing and just think to yourself, well, I'm gonna go after him. I'm gonna prove him wrong.
yeah.
Without
Thank you,
without
Mr. Puppy.
without people like us, he's gonna be dominant. We can't do that, you know.
Don't worry, Des. If I'm on YouTube,
Dominant.
I'm always going to be there in your comment section making funny remarks.
Funny.
Yeah,
You
we
mean,
can,
you
you
mean
know,
remarks that you hope are funny?
Don't be afraid, Des. You know, go after him.
it's not that I'm afraid. I kept quiet because instead of wasting my time doing a live stream and venting out there, it would be a waste of time, and he would be happy because I'm giving him attention, which he doesn't really
You know,
deserve. He doesn't really
the,
deserve my
the, the,
attention.
the best thing for you, Des, is not to give him oxygen. You know, it's channels like mine that is better for giving him oxygen and absolutely beating him down.
Poppy,
With
highlight
your
Rama and John's
channel,
last comment.
you're better off just doing your channel and doing what you do. It doesn't matter what you do. We're all gonna watch the channel. We're all gonna do what we do. My channel is about beating the fucking living life out of him because he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know, and
Des,
that's
go on the same time as Poppy does and see who gets the most. No, better
yeah.
not.
Your channel's a different kind of channel, Des. So just do what you do. You
Poppy,
know, the
highlight Rama and
English
John's last comment, please.
speaking, Filipino talking, all that kind of stuff that you do. You'll come out on top.
Yeah, I kept quiet so I wouldn't act any silly things in YouTube, online, whatever, because I'm still shocked and whatnot. So I feel better now. I can go back whenever I want, and I just wish that he wouldn't repeat that same thing to others. I wish and I pray. I don't really care what happened to his channel, but I don't want other. I just pray that the other girls wouldn't experience what I experienced, and it's just really hard because maybe of too much. If you expected too much about a person, you thought that he was a friend, and suddenly, for some reason, um, if he didn't like me, he should have told me that at first place. Why should you say that too late? It took it like how many months? I've been there, and why it suddenly, I don't think that he
It's
would really answer my question, because if
it's
I would ask.
because you. Sorry, Des. Go.
Hey, go on, puppy, go on.
Sorry, Des, you just got a new subscriber, Ron Broomhall in the chat. Just subscribe to your channel.
Thank you, Ron.
You know why he resold you, Des? Because you asked a different question that he didn't want. Like you went against him.
She dared to stand up to him.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And I'm trying to tell MG the same fucking thing. And MG's like, oh, he's 60 years old. He's an old bloke. He doesn't mean what he's saying, and this and that. I'm telling you this. Like I told her, fucking the last two things. It's like either you're gonna be with him or you're gonna be with me.
He'd have
I'm
real
her
bad blue
boyfriend.
balls at the moment too. It would have been over a year, well over a year since he's had a root. His balls will be
Yeah, but
dragging on the ground at the
I'm,
moment.
I'm like, you gonna be with me or you gonna be with him? He's a piece of fucking shit. Oh, but he doesn't mean that it doesn't come into your comprehension in Australia, does it? You know, you can't be on both sides of the fucking fence. You know, it's either this or that. You know, if some cunts are fuckwit or they're not, that's the way that it is.
Poppy, I said to you, your very first show, I was your first member on your panel, and I remember saying to you, Poppy, I'll be really disappointed if you end up back on Jeff's channel. Des, I won't be disappointed in you if you end up back on Jeff's channel, but I just sort of
Well, there's
please
one back
don't.
on the channel,
But
and
some do, and I don't understand
and
why.
MG, like, there's been a lot of times that cunt's fucked me around, you know, and I'll come back onto his channel. But the last time he fucked me, like, it was like I tried to fucking explain that there was 10 doctors for his 5 doctors to say that the coronavirus was for real. And he, again, personally attacked me. Oh, yeah, fat fucking piece of fucking
Exactly,
shit.
Poppy, exactly. It was
You
like,
know,
fucking, yeah.
he's got no fucking actual information on the subject and he wants to go up to you.
You know, what a total disrespect thing is, Poppy. Do you think for 1 minute, if he was sitting opposite you at a bar or at a coffee shop or whatever, he would say that?
Punch a fucking cunt in the face.
Exactly. Exactly. I hate people who go all tough when you're thousands of kilometres away over YouTube, on the internet or whatever. It shits me to tears when people do that.
You'd be a fucking
Especially
pussy.
if I was fucking 15 years younger. I'd fucking headbutt that cunt. He wouldn't wake up till fucking Wednesday next week.
You didn't have to be 15 years younger. You're already 15 years younger than him or more.
Yeah, I'm not a fighter anymore, man. I used to be a fighter when I was young. I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I got to watch out for.
I've probably got the weight. I've probably got the weight behind me now.
Yeah.
Disbanding.
If you get someone like DC who's going to dance around you, you'll
you know, and I probably shouldn't say this, but MG gets the shits with me. Like, people are ringing me, yeah, they're upset and all this kind of stuff. I was just like, well, fucking Jeff's a fucking piece of shit, you know? He's
Actually, DC, I did hear him. I did watch that. Yeah, where he said that. That was pretty pathetic.
I'm sorry. Did he really say that?
Yep.
That's pathetic. My God. I didn't see that either. That's fucking pathetic.
Yep, I did. That's what I mean. This is a type of piece of shit that he is.
Is that the comment that he made?
Okay, can you let Mary Grace read that? I mean,
Yeah, Mary, please. What Des just said. Can you please read that and then have another think about whether you go back to Jeff's channel or not? Because that's DC saying that.
Yeah.
Like,
do you guys actually witness that? Did he actually say that?
Yes, Des. I actually did see that. Yes.
So that was the previous live stream?
That was a little while ago. That was. That was back like when he kicked Poppy off.
That's really insulting. That's insulting. Look at it, Mary Grace.
Look, to define him quite clearly, he's just a user. If he has no use for you, or if he thinks that your opinion differs too much from his, you're gone. End of story. If you question what he says or does, you're gone. Well, he can't control our opinions. He can't control our lives. Guess what? There's lots of other places on YouTube we can go. We can create places where we can go.
I'll
Tony,
tell you
people think
something
I'm
there,
joking when I
Tony.
say he's a.
Right?
Oh, sorry.
I'm with Mary Grace, but there's no thing that she has plenty of contact with different people and different sides of her world or whatever. She's here. Oh, I don't know why she won't fucking come on, but you know, we've spoken. You know, I had plenty of chances to go with different girls and all that kind of stuff, but I'm with MG. Like I'm not gonna fucking fuck everything that I've done with to go with different girls. Like I'm interested in Mary Grace.
Yeah.
That's fine, man. That's you do what you have to do. It's like to anybody, everybody. You do what you want to do. Nobody else's opinion that matters anyway. Your own opinion is what counts.
Are you home yet, Darksider? Can you come up yet?
No, he's trying to push start his car.
I thought he threw it away. Just give it away to a homeless dude. Oh, Hyundai. You're not going to get any resale on it anyway.
You know, I joined his channel because I think it was fun because, you know, this COVID happened and we got nothing to do. You cannot travel. My family can. So I thought that live streaming is fun. You talk with lots of people from every walks of life, different nationalities. I didn't join his panel and spend time with the presentation to get paid. I didn't know. I didn't even know that you can get something out of it. I'm doing that because it was fun. And then, uh, you know, uh, maybe I was just too shocked. I can't really believe that he would say something. I don't know why he is doing that. So maybe that's why I told myself, stay away from YouTube for now. You're not feeling well because of this. Uh,
Not just that,
not
Des. I might be wrong, but also there was people in the chat. I'll name one. I don't give a shit. Renegade, right? Who was saying negative stuff about you? Like, yeah, I don't want to. It's this and that. I think he listened to a couple of other people too and thought, oh fuck, all right, I'll risol Des. You know what I mean? I don't think it
I'm
was a
not.
spur of the moment thing.
I'm not even scared of that guy with a shitty attitude because um you
Fuck
guys,
that.
you guys can say all you want because you are far, right? I cannot do anything to you. I cannot run after you. I cannot fly. So that's the only thing you
Yeah.
no lump,
No, I know what you
right?
mean. I know what you mean.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not scared of that renegade, whatever. I've actually invited him. I've invited him that if he wants some trouble, he's welcome to the house. I hope he can fit in my house because I think he's a big guy. So I hope he will not hit his head on the ceiling. So you know, it's just pathetic because anyway, I don't want to add more on this. I've moved on now. I'm ready to go back on my feet. Like I can start my live stream anytime soon. And sometimes you just have to need a rest, take a break.
I agree.
If,
Yeah, I
if
agree.
anything is toxic, and in anything, job, relationship, even in friends, you thought you got a friend today, you never know, he or she will be an enemy tomorrow.
In France. Oh,
Yeah,
Well,
friends.
the one
in
thing,
France,
Des,
in
is
France.
I have to be nice to you, Des, because my second home's not that far away from you. So
Oh,
DC, just so you know, Mary made she chatted a little while ago. She's got bad signal. That's why she's not talking. So she's still in the chat.
Bullshit.
it's beer o'clock. Beer o'clock where Mary is. Come on.
I don't even care about that. I don't want to involve Renegade's girlfriend, but I have to tell her. I have to talk to her because his boyfriend is what do you call that? So what happened? I have talked to his girlfriend. He understands. He understands the feeling because um, you know the feeling that your girlfriend or your boyfriend is meddling in other people's problem and they don't even know the whole story. I'm gonna slap their face if my boyfriend would do that.
Mm. Yeah, I didn't mean to bring other people into it. I was just trying to explain that that to me that's part of his makeup. Like he's got a trusted few people in the chat that he hasn't told the fuck off yet that he listens to, and when people like Renegade and there's a couple others saying things like, yeah, I don't like listening to Des stuff and blah blah blah, he takes that on board, and that's part of his decision making, or he's when he chooses to go off and kick someone off, that's part of it. Like I noticed when he's kicked me off and others and Poppycock and anyone else for that matter, people who were suddenly Poppycock saying, yeah, I like Poppycock or I like Poppycock stories or whatever, suddenly they, yeah, Jeff, fuck him, you know, like he's a drunk. Suddenly they're putting the boot in. When a week before they were laughing at Poppycock's stories and they were rooting for him, you know. They're the sheep. They call people like us who get kicked off and disagree with them. They call us the sheep. They're the fucking sheep. Every one of them that's on there now. I can't. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting tongue-tied. I'm getting tongue-tied.
Every week it's the same dead shit losers that sit there and suck Jeff's dick.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what it is. They're every week sucking his dick because
kissing his ass. Yes.
That's what he loves. He loves that.
Yes, he loves the kiss ass. Yes.
Yeah, they suck up to him, man. Like what? Don't have your own opinion? Oh, sorry. Makes you a bit fucking dopey, doesn't it?
We're gonna wrestle you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poppy, are you still okay?
I'm silly.
Are you wearing beer goggles now?
No, not yet.
You'll be in charge soon, Des.
No, it's okay. If he falls asleep, then we can leave him. So yeah, I understand if Mary Grace wouldn't want to hear this because she spent some time with Jeff, and of course, whatever he believes, whatever side she takes, it should not really bother. It would not bother me. It should not bother me because.
Des, you know, it's a bit interesting for me. You know, a couple of your shows or a couple of your topics when you've said, like, do you want the man to take control or be dominant or be submissive? And, you know, a couple of different topics you've had. Part of, you know, I don't want to be dominant and wield the whip and just order my girlfriend or wife around. But if I was in this situation like Poppy and Mary is now, that's one thing I would insist on. I would say, Mary, I don't want you to go over there anymore. He's an arsehole. You just can't see it because he was nice to you a couple of years ago. Yeah, but Mary, I don't want you to go over there anymore. And I would sort of put my foot down on that.
I understand that, right? But it's the same as Des. Mary Grace is her own woman. I'm not going to enforce
You're not going to dictate to her.
You know. And but the last couple of weeks she's still trying to Jeff. She's still trying to Jeff does this, Jeff does that. So I said, well, look at the videos, you know, make up your own mind. Yeah.
And
At the
DC,
end
I
of the
actually was
day,
watching when that happened too. DC, your last comment. I was watching when that happened.
yeah. At the end of the day, she has to make up her own mind.
That's true. That's true. You can't order her not to. You can't. Yeah, you gotta hope she sees sense one day.
Yeah.
I'll be back in 1 minute.
I understand and I respect if Mary Grace doesn't want to join here. And if I am on her shoes, probably I would feel the same. Like, guys, I've spent some time with him, so of course, naturally, I will think that person is nice because I can only see the nice things about that person. And
Can I say something there, Des?
go on, Mr. Puppy. It's your channel.
Somebody asked me, um, MG and a couple other girls there go to holiday with Jeff, and Jeff pay for the holidays. And somebody say, "Oh, is MG have sex with Renegade or um with him with JLB?" And she says, "No, I don't have sex with them. We just go there. We have holidays." And you can see in the holiday videos, JLB has really good, well, really good, but young girl there, and MG says, "Oh, I don't have sex with JLB or Renegade in their holiday video." So I just have to believe MG. Do you know what I mean? Like, but that's a pretty good video that he put up about them going on holiday experience.
Well, the other thing, remember, Brad, is he actually didn't pay for it. Subscribers paid for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, but he takes all the credit for it because he got them all to put money in. Yeah, really. And DC was it DC? No, it might have been actually no, it was Kim Clowns before. His comment was that's funny. Like a lot of these girls don't go back to his channel. Like May after the holiday, May went back about for 2 weeks and then she disappeared again. So who knows?
By the way, guys, this is funny. Just for the record, I remember last year I was not a co-host yet, not getting anything from Jeff, but I remember it was 2-1 to Roger who specifically donated something for me to buy condoms because I was too shy to use condoms that time, I think. And I think Jeff owed me something, that amount. So I'm still waiting for him if he would still give that to me. It's a condom budget, so why not?
Good luck with that, Des. Keep waiting.
Yeah, yeah. It was amazing because maybe he's a subscriber. It was Roger. I'm not sure if he's here. So he said, "Here's a super chat for Des. Buy condoms." So I was like, it was so special because that super chat was for me. And then anyway, Jeff can keep that. He can buy his condom with that. Anyway, just so.
Yeah. Hey, DC, in your comment there, mate, don't forget that Renegade also rejected Brian.
Oh, DZ's here. Get him on. Come on, DZ. Well, he's on there.
Good on you, Lady E. Oh, Mick Fisher. And look, at the end of the day, Brian is actually not a bad guy. To be honest, just don't
No,
get him.
yeah,
Just don't get around him when he's been drinking. I've met Brian in person. He hadn't been drinking, and he was a decent guy.
it's just maybe it's just a bit immature because we had this argument. I'm not sure, Tony, if you have read that because
No, it would have been on Jeff's channel. I didn't go there. I don't go
okay,
there.
okay.
Yeah.
Because Brian really got upset about sharing opinion. So he was so pissed off on me. Like he joined the panel because someone blocked him in the comment section. So he went to the panel, and then the name he got in the panel was "Fuck you this." Oh my gosh, he's a funny guy. If you talk about funny and laughter,
Yeah.
look for Brian. But for me, based on his reactions on some issues, he's a bit immature.
He
And
actually mature. Yes, he
yeah,
does.
so
True, Des. I think he
but
was already
you know,
pissed off. I think he was already pissed off with other things. And when you and him had that little president or politics thing, I think he just went over the edge. So I think he actually likes you. Or maybe
I
not.
don't. Yeah, no, I don't think so because he actually threatened me. Do you want us to fight again? Do you want me to unfriend you again? So I don't take those.
Oh, okay.
Unfriend me if you want to. I don't really care because if I would take your words, I will be stressed. I will be more depressed if I will. If you don't want me, you don't like me, don't talk to me. It's easy.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I already unfriended you, Des.
I ano ba yan? My goodness.
You know I like to mess about. Yeah. Brian is who he is. Like I said, you keep him off the drink, and who knows when he drinks when he goes on these live streams. He often does after taking his medication. Like, what the heck? But when he come over and met my wife and myself at my in-laws' place, he was very well behaved. He was very appreciative that we took him inside, sat him down, talked for a while, gave him something to eat. I never offered him alcohol, and after a while he went home, and I paid for his taxi home. That's what I said I was going to do. So and I'm waiting now to see what he's going to cook up for me when I go there next time. And I'll go over to his place and he can cook for me. But we get on. We have our little differences of opinion, and I tell him to fucking behave himself. But he is who he is.
Des, mute yourself. You're going to cough and sneeze like that.
I'm not sneezing, I'm farting.
Yeah, thank God there's no smell camera yet, eh?
Guys, I'm so sorry. I sneezed that bad,
Jeez.
It's me. It's me.
Oh, it's you,
It's
Poppy.
okay. It's okay.
Oh, let's see. Oh, you guys. Wait. I'll just put something on.
All right, put it up.
Are you guys happy to watch something for a couple of minutes?
Is a bloke talking about chemtrails and that?
No.
I'll give anything a look.
This is one of the most knowledge. No.
That's easy for you to say.
The most smartest blokes in the world talking about this fucking bullshit.
I don't like debating people because in a debate, what is the construct? It's typically two people and there's an audience and you debate some opposite sides of some issue and then there's a winner of the debate. And then everyone walks away reflecting on the winner. So who wins the
And
debate?
Jeff Lee Brown said this cunt's a bullshit artist and he doesn't know anything.
Charming, related to charisma, of course, who has a good way with words, good vocabulary. And you can have someone who doesn't have any of that, who is speaking objective truths, who could lose a debate. So then what is the point of view? One of these points of view is objectively true.
Des, please, mute yourself.
So I will not enter a debate where I have the objectively true side of an argument and the other person does not. That is something that should not be debated. Does not belong in front of an audience getting debated. You want to debate something? Debate political policy of what to do in the face of climate change. Do you have carbon tax? Do you solar panels? Do you subsidize them? Debate that. Don't debate something that is or is not objectively true in this world. The B.O.B., the rapper, I have a video letter to him, the transcript of which is in Letters from an Astrophysicist. That rose to that level of attention because he started saying, I am using laws of math and physics to show Earth is flat. Those are fighting words. You can say using math and physics? That is an alarm to the geekiverse that we must rise up and counteract these forces from the dark side that are out there. So the bat signal went up. I responded. What is the bat signal? Oh, sorry. In my Twitter stream, there were people saying, well, you got to do something about B.O.B. Save him from himself. He's saying Earth is flat. Then I first said, B.O.B. Oh, it's an Earth. Okay. These are people who follow me and B.O.B. in the Twitterverse. So what does that Venn diagram look like? How much overlap is there in the two Venn diagrams? In this slice, however narrow, they were pleading to me to do something. And so I responded with a video letter, just kind of putting them in its place. I think it's important to combat people who are claiming that they're using math, science, evidence, and physics behind their cause, when in fact they either aren't or they're using it badly. That needs to be called out. Otherwise, if you just have a belief system, I don't really care. We live in a country that protects free speech, which also means free thought. If you want to think Earth is flat, go right ahead. If you start influencing other people who have power over other people, and you have no foundation in objective reality, it can be dangerous. If you influence people or you yourself become someone who has influence over legislation, laws, rules by which we all abide in society. That's an unhealthy situation for civilization to be in. If your personal belief system.
So you can see there on the Joel B. Flat Earth.
Well, I agree with what he said 100%. There's no point debating it. Because anyone believes there's a flat Earth, there's really no point debating it. It's not going to be an intelligent debate. That's what he's basically saying. But he said we need to rise up and deal with these people. I think we should just ignore them until they'll think of the next stupid thing, and then ignore that.
They're all after something, aren't they?
Yep.
Brad, are you still okay? Are you about to fall asleep now?
No, I'm here, so this. What do you want to talk about?
I just want to apologize to you first because this is your channel, and yeah, I should have just used my channel to vent out, but don't worry guys, I can do that there again. um good thing that I didn't wasted my time. I told myself that when you hear these things, you just have to ignore them, though. Yeah, it hurts, and it's unfair. It's unfair, right? Because if I go there and talk to the panel, more likely I will be just muted. He will put me on mute, or he will just kick me out of the panel, and there's no way for me to explain things because he doesn't give you a chance. He doesn't give you a chance to talk. And so the idiot people who easily believes his story, I mean, those are pathetic people. If you are a smart person, you have to learn that you need to hear both sides of the story if you are interested to understand what's
Mm,
happening. But
look, guys. We're all up for that, but you need to fully elaborate on the story that happened to you. And it's a different story that with me and Joe B, because he banned me because I didn't have a different opinion than him. It's a totally different story for you and him. I'm
yeah,
happy for people like you to come on my channel and do all that kind of stuff, and hopefully we promote more watches, subscribers, and all that kind of stuff. But you need to tell your story in 100% um, thing. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. I'll try to make it shorter as much as possible because I need to go in 15 minutes.
Sorry.
Uh,
Just before you do, Des, can
yeah,
you put the link there again, Poppy? Darksider's going to come up.
Well, we'd love the dark side to come up, and he'll probably.
Oh, you can, Des. Oh,
okay.
you got a wrench. That's right. Yeah.
I'll try. I'll just try to make this really short so you guys.
Okay.
Thank you, Poppy.
We don't want to make it short. We want you to tell exactly everything.
I understand and you guys are not. You guys are,
because
smarter than
Des,
I
Des,
think. Yeah.
Des, can I tell you my side of the story? Okay,
Go on. Go on. Yeah.
and I'm with MG. Okay, and MG is tied to um JBL because she's been there. He took her on a holiday. One of my friends, Craig, says to me, um, well, JBL took her on a holiday. Um, have they had sex? You know, and I talked to those thing, but she says, no, I haven't had sex with them. But you, I have to believe that situation where JBL's taken her on a holiday and hasn't had sex with her. It's a whole different situation, you know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Puppy, this is not to insult you or Mary Grace, but in my end, I don't really care what happened to the holiday. It's between the, I don't really care what happened and who donated or
Like,
whatnot. The important thing is they are happy, and the donors saw where the money where the money was
yeah,
used at.
but
That is good.
my thing is like when they went on their holiday to, I don't know where they went up there, but I believe in MJ, and she says she doesn't have sexual relationships with yeah, like
Well, that was
it's
before you got together, so she'd tell you the truth, Poppy. You just weren't together then, so she's got
yeah,
nothing to lie
but
about.
like also before like I was
And,
talking to her, like it's just if
and King
she
of Clans
didn't
is
do it,
backstage, Poppy.
she'd talk talk to us about it. There's no problems. But anyway, let's get the thing going with them.
Yeah, you better let Des tell her story, Poppy, because she's got to go in 10 or 12 minutes or something.
Yeah, let's get Des going.
And let King of
Uh,
Clans on, he's backstage.
First of all, guys, I believe that in Western countries, you guys got thick skin. You don't really care what, you know. Okay, that person said that. I don't really care what he would say or whatnot. But for Filipinos, please spare us, because it's not about like, I mean, not only about we are maybe butthurt easily, but yeah, of course we are humans as well. You have to be careful on what you say, because we are not robots. We can feel, we can, we don't, if we don't know you personally and you swear at us, maybe if we do that to you, you don't really care. But for me, it's a big deal, because I respect people, and I didn't expect the turnout. So it was the opposite, and I got really hurt because because I thought that person was a nice person. So anyway, um, just very. I'll try this. I'll just make this really short. It all started when Jeff got when he got upset on me. If you guys remember, one time Tropical Tim was drunk and he was having
One
argument.
time.
You mean tough titties?
Tropical Tim, remember, about a month ago, just before I left. So he was having an argument with Spiritual Prepper that time, and then Jeff thought that I was stopping. I was trying to stop the argument. So he was saying, Des, don't do that. You don't have the right to talk. Don't stop them from fighting wherever. I was about to say that Tropical Tim got the point because they're arguing about something. I'm not trying to stop them from talking, but I want to say that I agree on Tropical Tim. So he thought that I was controlling the show. So I didn't watch the live stream two weeks ago because it's so stressful. Um, and what happened? He didn't like the content that I presented that day. It was really short, guys. So it was a misunderstanding, I guess. And I talked to him privately, and unexpectedly, he told me like he said this. He said it in his live stream. He said, "Who the fuck are you, Des? Who the fuck are you to be a smart ass in my live stream?" So I got really butthurt because he didn't listen to my explanation. So I said sorry like that. But if you're the one paying someone, if this is a workplace, and if you want to keep people, treat them like how they want how they want you to how they want you to treat you. So he said to me, Jess, you're too smart ass, take a break. Who the fuck are you to so something like that. I got the screenshot. I didn't delete my Facebook Messenger conversation because it's an evidence. That's the only evidence that I got. And the bad thing, so I got move on from that. Unexpectedly, I didn't realize that he would use that private problem. Guys, please, if you have private problems with your girlfriends, please don't announce it to the world. That's why it's called private personal problems because it requires private solution. People are not involved in your problems, so I don't know why he did that. Maybe because he needs more content, he needs more drama.
Yeah.
You're not a smartass, Des. It's Jeff likes to bully women. He's not your typical Australian either. Like most Australians are not like Jeff. He's a really strange individual. So like you did nothing wrong. He's the one with the problem, not you.
Yeah. Maybe for others, I was a smart ass. It's fine, but and he finally told me this. I need my channel now. It's like the last message that he sent me it was an indirect thing saying this: I cannot have you as a co-host because I need funds in my channel. And I just
He
can't
needs a
believe
drama.
maybe he needs a drama.
And the money.
He needs the drama because that gets views. This is funny coming from the man who sits there and says, "This is not a drama channel," and then goes on and on about Rico. Goes on about Rico for months on end, creating drama. But this is not a drama channel. If you want to go to those stupid drama channels, go to those stupid drama channels. You're not going to get that here. Guys,
yeah, but Tony, listen to what Des just said. Listen to what Des just said. She actually said, he said he needs the funds.
Of course
And
he
I
does.
said that earlier. He'd be jealous that Des and RR are getting good donations. He doesn't get anywhere near that normally.
I would rather have, I want RR to stay as co-host because RR is struggling right now.
Yep.
And the good thing about mine is even if he kicked me out of his channel, I don't even need his money because I can earn. I didn't realize that I should have started my own channel before, long time ago, because when I started my channel, I didn't expect that I can get something. If I only knew that, I have started my channel long time ago, and it was really amazing because people like you, they will donate. If people don't like you, they will not donate, of course. um, what I'm saying here is, how dare he say that I'm getting 100%, I'm getting everything from the donation and PayPal. That is not even true because YouTube gets 30%, PayPal gets 3%, RR gets something because we have to divide it. And then, first of all, he should be more thankful to the people who donate. He's bragging his channel like I owe something to his channel. I owe something to the people. To be honest, if I can just give back something to the people who donated, I would. But of course I can't because I don't have money. I don't have. That's why I
If
work, because I don't have. So he is bragging that his channel is some kind of important channel that I should owe something. So sorry, but what the hell? I owe something to him. I owe
yes,
something to the
if
donor.
anything, he owes you. Like he took your dignity. As I heard what he said, and he completely stripped you of your dignity in front of everyone. Like,
Yeah,
it was absolutely disgusting what he did.
he's really
After
disgusting.
using her
Yeah,
to further his own channel, so he gets money.
he
People
owes
were
you,
giving
Des.
money from people were giving him money, Des, when you were running his shows, doing the slideshows, the questionnaires, all sort of shit. He was getting money for that. So anything that you got out of that channel is yours by right, not him to carry on about. Okay, don't let that shit. He can't turn that shit against you because that's bullshit. He owed you, Des, because he himself he has nothing. I remember a few years ago, he would go and ask GoGo for ideas to run streams on Sunday. How sad's that?
Okay.
I know, because GoGo used to tell me, he used to go, oh, Jeff's asked me what you should do for a stream this week. And that's what he used to do. When Hangouts ended, Jeff had no idea. He put up on he was going to do a stream, but Hangouts wouldn't work. We all knew for a month before that StreamYards, that Hangouts was ending. So he had no idea. He actually, at that stage, I wasn't blocked. I never blocked him either. He didn't block me. He actually asked me what people were using. I actually pointed him in the direction of StreamYards. The first 3 or 4 shows, any problems he was having with StreamYards, he would message me on Facebook and I'd have to go on, start a stream just to work out what he's done or what he wants to do.
Yeah, he was clueless. He had no idea how to use it. It was hilarious.
No, he had no idea. And then at the end of it all, what does he do? He goes and blocks me from his from his show. Thank you very much. I hope you do have technical difficulties because I ain't going to help you now, dickhead. That's what he does. He uses people all the time. Fuck him. He's the biggest piece of shit out there.
Yeah, he's the most arrogant, selfish person I've come across on YouTube. Like he's talked shit about me. If I ever cross paths with him, I'll break his fucking jaw. Like I really, really. There's a few people I don't like on YouTube, but I really fucking hate Jeff. Like I'd love to smash the cunt one in the face.
I would ignore him and walk away. I wouldn't even talk to him. He's not worth my breath. And Marcus Jason, one of your little things up there is he doesn't own property. He's a 60-year-old man, probably not a car. Jeff's never owned a car, never had a license. Someone stole his electric bicycle. Mate, that's why he had no money coming in, because he could not deliver pamphlets for his fucking advertising business. Advertising in Australia equals going around delivering pamphlets into people's mailboxes. I swear that's what he used to do on his electric bike.
Bunnings catalogs.
Yep.
Hey, I used
That's
to
it,
do
mate.
that when I was like 16.
Yeah, but Jeff was doing that in his 50s, mate.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I find funny, John. That's what I find so funny.
Yeah, it's
Because
pathetic. He's a loser.
That's
Yeah,
the business he speaks of.
Yeah, we all clicked to it. We all clicked to that a long time ago that, yeah, he delivers pamphlets and brochures and shit. That's how he makes money. Not an advertising business. He's fucking full of shit. It's funny
Anyway,
as fuck.
Des, have you got more? Or
It's just, you know, if you talk about so I listened a bit to that live stream. Half of it is true, but half of it is lie because first of all, I will just keep on repeating this, guys, and you will get tired of listening on this. I don't owe him anything because I didn't even ask for his help, you know. And he told me finally, Des, he didn't really tell me, Des, I'm kicking you out of the show because I understand. I understand. And he said, Des, I'm sorry, but I need the money for my show. So it only means that I'm not co-hosting anymore, which is fine. That is his channel. He can do whatever he wants, and I don't have the right to feel bad because I was just invited. You know, I should not expect much, but he should not brag that his channel is, you know, maybe his channel became the bridge for good deeds, you know, feeding program, donations. But he should be more thankful to the people who donated. Because without those people, maybe his channel is long time gone.
Just know, there's most Australians aren't like that. Most Australians wouldn't treat you the way Jeff has. Like when I felt embarrassed for you, and you know, as an Australian, to hear him speak to you like that in public, like it was really, really bad.
yeah, I get embarrassed.
Actually, as bad as he is, I was a bit shocked that he did that because you've been on there for ages helping him. He just doesn't appreciate it one iota, not one little bit.
It's all
And
about
Des,
Jeff.
for 1 minute, we don't think he paid you. We know they were donations. Nothing to do with him. There's people in the chat donating to him.
Lump?
Yeah, you gone quiet, Lump.
Lump, you're having audio problems?
I was just saying, Des, that you don't owe him anything. He didn't pay you anything. Everything you got was donations from people in the chat.
Yeah, that's true.
And also, you earned it, Des. You earned it. You earned it. That was, you were running his show for him, so he can sit back and do nothing and still make money.
That is true. That is true. Guys, just let's not. It's not that I don't want to talk about the previous months because I joined his channel because it was fun. I was so interested to share something about Philippines, and I didn't expect for anything because I'm not. If I'm just after his money, after the show's money, I should have asked that before, long time ago. But anyway, I when he asked when he asked us to co-host RR and I grabbed the opportunity because it's maybe the first and the last chance to earn. And I work my ass to get the donation.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a joke to talk for 10 hours.
No, they are, yeah.
Yeah.
So when he said, Des, you can earn here if you co-host. I can give you. It's not even owing something. Sorry, Mary Grace, if you're listening now. Owing something is different from getting your salary. I don't owe something to him from him because he gave me the salary, so it means that is the payment for the work. So I don't remember that I owe him something. Good thing that I didn't, because if I did, maybe I wouldn't have a chance to open up. And it's like when you owe someone something, it's like someone can hold you in the neck, right? And you cannot bite the hand that feeds you. So King of Clowns is right. Sorry guys, there you go. That's all.
Yeah, he has some of the girls by the balls, so to speak,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah,
not
we
right.
know that. No.
He takes full advantage, and I think he actually revels in having that sort of power over people. Like he gets a kick out of it.
Oh, he does, mate. He does. It does go back to the Church of Scientology, right? Or the cult, whatever the hell he was in. Because
Yeah, but who does that? Like it's so. It's like going to the beach and kicking over a kid's sandcastle or something. Like it's so pathetic.
Yeah, well, that's
John,
it. He's pathetic.
John, it's a communications technique Scientology encourages.
Yeah, I'd say
It's
that's where
really
he learned
sick.
it from.
It's sick as shit, man. It's like they had it in there's a Louis Theroux documentary, and they were talking about the techniques, what to do if someone opposes you. He's following it to the book. Pretty scary.
Yeah, what do they call the people who
I love it.
I forget
SPs.
Yeah, SPs. that's it.
SPs, suppressive persons, or something like that.
Yeah, that's it. That's the term.
Nothing a fucking shotgun won't fix.
Yeah, it would be nice. He deserves it. Like he really does.
Just
What do you
no,
do?
just come on, DC. Just to the kneecaps, mate. You know, like a 410.
No, what he
Strip
did to
those
Des
knees out, mate.
was reprehensible. It was reprehensible. I can't support it. I was on the panel when he did it, and I left because it was just going to be shit fright from there, and I just thought, fuck it, it's not worth it.
No.
Hello, Harriet.
Look,
But King's right. I should have fucking give it to him and then left. And I regret that, King. I should have done exactly what you suggested.
Well, does he know you've
There's
left
nothing you
yet?
can do now, but
Yeah, but just leaving's enough, DC, to bloody make him start wondering, and then he's then he'll say shit about you as well.
without other people, he doesn't have a show.
Yeah,
He can't run a show by himself.
Does
He
he
had
know
half
you've
his
left
views.
yet, DC?
Oh, you fucking will now. I'm sure Julian's watching. Hello, Julian. Hello, the only real man on JLB's channel. You know what I'm talking about, Julian.
No, it'd be good if you could go on there and just, I know you'll get the send off like we all did, but it'd be funny.
Oh, I'll get the send off. I don't care.
Yeah, okay.
I like making enemies.
Well, mate, we were telling you quite a long time ago that what he was like.
Yeah, I gave him the benefit of the doubt up until a point, and then the last few weeks have gotten real bad.
DC, was I anywhere near the truth when I said, actually defended you because I think Poppy was saying you're scared of him now. So, no, I don't think you're scared of him. I think it was a bit like me, even when I was blocked and I created another account. It's more like, it's not him. It's more the people in the chat. You look forward to your Sunday and saying, getting on YouTube and having a bit of a yak and a laugh and making funny comments and whatnot.
Yeah.
Was it more like that with you? That's you more enjoyed that, so you sort of was like protecting that a bit.
Yeah, there's that. That's exactly right, Lump. And I met some awesome people on through those forums. Here's the rub, though. You got to remember, I heard him say once that he could be friends with someone for 10 years and they do something wrong to him once and he's done with them. So he treats them like resources. And that when he said that particular time, that was about 6 months ago. He said that. He said, you could be my best friend for all my life, or 10 years, or whatever the hell he said. And if that person says one thing across me, well, then that's it. You can go fuck yourself, basically.
And you know what that trait is, DC? I hate to say, but my daughter actually got diagnosed with it a few months ago. It's borderline personality disorder.
Yeah, it's something. He's had some kind of trauma, that's for sure. For whatever it is, he just doesn't trust anybody. Everyone's a tool and a resource, and so I don't want to be part of. I don't want to be part of that anymore.
He's maladjusted. No job, no career, no friends, no wife, no kids. Like he's a social outcast. That's what maladjusted people are. Like they can't fit the social norms.
That's it.
Yeah.
On an unrelated note, anyone want a Hyundai? Doesn't go real good.
What'd you do? Cook the engine?
The whole coolant system blew up. Like it's just shat its pants. It's 16 years old, 200,000 kilometers.
Yes.
It just shat itself. Oh, who cares?
With minutes to go.
Hey,
No
Poppy,
cares
can you
about
put it
that.
on? Can you put it on panel mode? It's hard
What
to
year
follow
was
when
it,
it's just a
DC?
picture
What
of
year's
you.
your car?
Guys, I'm sorry. By the way, just to I don't know if Renegade is listening or not. He actually threatened me, so I've talked to his girlfriend, and good thing that his girlfriend is neutral, so she's not really taking sides to, not in my side, but she listened really carefully. And so Renegade, even if you combine your balls with Jeff, because he threatened me like he's gonna come after me on Sunday. I'm ready, you're even welcome to my house. Just let me know when you are ready to meet me. Even if you combine your balls with Jeff, I don't really care. Waste your time. The more you talk about me, it only means that
Sorry, Des, what do you
the
mean by he's
people,
coming after you on Sunday?
maybe
it'll be,
maybe he will
it'll
say
be on
something.
YouTube.
I
Renegade
don't.
talks shit too. He's like a miniature JLD.
No, but do you mean he's just going to bag you out on JLB's channel?
Yeah, I don't really care because
Fucking true.
Nobody
no,
does.
no.
No one's really going to watch it anyway.
uh, it's really okay because he got the courage, he got the balls to say anything because he is far. What if he's just my neighbor? What do you think I can do to him? Of course I'm gonna
Bitch slap
complain. Yeah, I'm gonna boob slap him if I can. But some guys are, you got the courage to say things because you are far. That makes you
Well,
that
if you're
makes
threatening
you
boob slapping, I'm going to call you out too then.
Des,
so
do you need me to send you some pesos to buy some popcorn so you can sit there and watch it and have a good laugh? Go up on his panel and sit there and eat popcorn and just laugh at him.
oh my God.
Do it, Des. Do it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want his girlfriend and him to have misunderstanding, but there is no way for me to contact him. And good thing, someone informed Renegade that I said something in Poppy's live stream a week ago, and I didn't delete that. I'm not a person who deletes comments in the live chat. I'll just wait if someone would report. And then someone did. Someone told Renegade that I said something nasty, and well, he really got a shitty attitude.
No one cares.
Oh, what?
Yeah, and
So you're not allowed to answer back. You're not allowed to fire back and answer back.
yeah,
Yeah.
he can waste oxygen and energy and time on Sunday. I'm not going to listen to that shitty channel. I don't know why things suddenly change like this. I don't know reason, maybe jealousy, I don't know, money, I don't know.
Well, it's happened down there, so.
No, it's not money, Des. The thing is, some guys in the West, they have shitty relationships here, and then they take it out on women in foreign countries as a way to vent. I'd say that's the case with Renegade as well, same as JLD.
Yeah,
It's not
What
right.
surprised
It's
me
not
about
right.
Renegade, but was last week or the week before, he actually mentioned to Jeff, he was quite heartfelt about how Jeff was the one that got him interested in the Philippines and his first video, and that he owes him a lot. You know what I mean? He really, really laid it on pretty thick that he's Jeff's main man.
You should have asked him, did he go all the way up to Jeff's balls, mate?
I couldn't ask, mate. I'm blocked. I can only watch.
Go on your other account.
No, he blocked that too. He worked out it was me and blocked that as well.
Hey Lump, have you figured out who JoJo is yet?
Oh, I think I know. Well, you got an idea too, have you?
Mate, I know exactly who JoJo is.
Is that
okay.
what's his name? That guy is in the Philippines with the shaved head. He used to come on Go Stream a couple times.
No, I think
No,
it's
not that.
Jaywalk.
No. Do you remember that guy's name? What was his name again? It was I forget now.
Which bald-headed guy? Not Barry.
The guy who was in. I remember he was in hospital once. He come on Go Stream as well. He had a name. Baybots.
Oh no, Taco Bell.
Not that dude. No.
Taco Bell. Yeah. I thought JoJo
That's
was
not Taco.
Oh, okay.
No, I knew, by the way, he answered me in the chat last week that to me, it's only one or two people. It's either
Go Lump.
Gypsy Jaywalk.
Yep. Go.
Or Christopher.
You think?
Yeah. Who do you think?
Interesting.
Come on, you can't get me to spill my guts and then say yours. Fuck.
Hey, Poppy, you still there? You ready for an exclusive?
Yeah.
I'm always here.
Don't care. Don't care. JoJo's me. He's my troll.
Are you serious?
Dead serious. I got Jeff to say, don't care. Did you see that bit?
Well, I wasn't even close.
Fuck.
I thought it was Taco Bell for some reason.
No, I always thought there was someone I get on with.
JoJo's my troll.
Just by the way you answered me last week when I said something about being a guy and you went, yeah, I'm a guy, I could just tell it was someone I get on with. That's what made me think Gypsy Jaywalk or Christopher, because I actually get on with them. I actually like those two. So, yeah. Okay, I never pictured you
was
being
me.
so.
It was me. I was stirring JQ up that night when he was getting called a racist. That was me. Boss is chipping in at the side. Your boss just jumped on the bench.
Yeah. I'm going to have to bring Mrs. fucking Dark Sider back. Mrs. Sider back.
Yeah. Oh, she'll never come back now. So yeah, JoJo's me. And so Jeff read it out. I couldn't believe it. Like I just did that as I outed myself, lady. Who cares? Bit of fun. No, exclusive for Poppy. Poppy gets the exclusive. So yeah, he just read it out. What was hilarious is Jeff read it out, and then he's like, I think he realized what it was because it was kind of a broken sentence. I used a language style with JoJo, and he's read it out. Then he's realized what it was, and he just like ignored it, and then banged him, and just JoJo got smashed. But that's all right.
Yeah. Have you noticed when anything like JoJo or Bobo or anything like that comes out, other than the sister who's been around for yonks, people think it's Go-Go Bobo?
Yeah.
But he was stupid.
New. JoJo's new. Yeah, he was new. So like the whole thing was that I was trying to get away with saying, and Go-Go went along for the ride. He didn't know who the hell I was. But I was saying I was Go-Go's illegitimate son.
Yeah.
So anyway, bit of fun. But JoJo's had the peak of his career now. He got JLB to say that his first sexual experience was with a donkey, and nobody else has ever got JLB to say that.
Yeah.
It was me. It was me. I claim it.
That's funny.
So we won't see JoJo Bobo anymore.
Nah, he's Gawonski. John, I apologize, mate. It was me.
What begs the question though? What did ever happen to Taco? Because he was.
I don't know. He just disappeared. That's why I swear Taco used to have a Go-Go account or something similar to JoJo Bobo in his name, because he did change names for a while there. I just for some reason I thought it was him, but he seems to.
But you always kept the Taco bit. Or part of part of his name.
He had a bit of a war.
It was always something or other than it was Taco Bell Van Diva.
Yeah, he always kept part of the name.
Yeah.
He had a war with Checosaurus, didn't he? Like
he did not like her at all.
Yeah, he had a bit of a flame war with her, and I think she got him banned at one point.
See you later, John. I'll see you, Des. You going too?
Poppy, you really need to put it on panel
You
mode
did.
because like we didn't even know Desert left. It's too hard to see who's on the panel, and the viewers can't see how many people are on the panel or who's talking. And
Poppy's like me. He's got fat fingers. The less he pushes buttons on the phone, the safer it is.
he's there clicking all through the chat, so
Oh,
he's
is
still
he?
there.
Okay.
He's putting the different comments on the screen. So we know you're there, Poppy.
It's funny. Oh, shit.
You son of a gun, DC. You fucking had us all.
Yeah, I'm a bit like that. I'm sure I'll cop it on Sunday. I'll be watching, just waiting for the spray. And
I might have a look myself, mate.
mate,
I think I still got you beat, DC, because I pawn bombed JLB and I put chainsaw video on his channel too, probably like a year ago.
yeah, that was fine. I actually got a bit of a laugh out of that. I had no issues with that at all.
I just laughed because he put it full screen, like he scrambled to click something instead of clicking it off. Blew it up.
It gave us a laugh. I think I told Des straight away that's got to be King. The only one I know is who's got the the skills to do it. But you
The
said no, I didn't do it.
capabilities. Yeah, the capabilities.
I just took you.
I got it recorded here. Just can't put it on. I've got banned if I upload that stuff.
Well, we all know that he's technically dumb. At least.
Okay,
Yeah, the only thing I'll say in his favour is he's consistent. Like he consistently shit, but JLB is consistent. Do it week after week, year after year. Most people don't go to that
John
much.
Quinn, wrong religion, mate, for my ex and my ex's family. Wrong religion talking about red dots.
Were you married to an Indian?
I was for 23 years.
Back in a sec, guys.
She's actually born in Australia, but she was the only one. All her siblings were born in India, and her parents, obviously. But they were great, extended family. Similar to the Philippines. They all get together for occasion, birthdays and whatnot, and it's all hands on deck. Beautiful food and drinks and merriment, and everyone laughing and carrying on. They're like that. So,
how'd you meet her? Because from what I've seen, Indians usually seem to date amongst themselves. Like the girls here seem to have arranged marriages and things like that.
well, there's 6 kids in the family. My wife was the youngest, and every sibling, like there's 5 girls and 1 guy, married an Aussie. So it was all half-half. But I met my wife because my cousin is married still to this day, married to my wife's sister. And so he used to invite me along to the family do's, like the barbecues and the going down to the beach and stuff like that. And that's how I met my wife, or my ex-wife, and thought, oh, gee, she looks all right, like. He used to elbow me in the ribs, like, what do you think of her,
Yeah, I like some Indian women. Some of them look pretty good.
Oh, they're good sort. Yeah, there's nothing wrong. Yeah, they're pretty. They're good to the eye. And, yes, and mate, I still, like Tony was saying earlier about when you get told, I think Tony was saying after 16 or 18 years that I don't love you anymore and blah, blah, blah. Well, I was after 23 years, mine fell apart, and I'm still not 100% over it, you know what I mean? So, yeah, but I don't know. It's just funny when you're in a mixed relationship. You do feel a bit defensive, same as I've been defensive before about police officers because she's a police officer. I know I've got a bias and I might say the wrong thing sometimes, but you can't help that how you feel. Like I do get defensive when people start slagging off Indians in general.
Lump.
Yeah.
Grunt, copper cunt. Do you want to defend cops?
I lived with 2 Indian guys when I lived in Melbourne. This is going like 15 years ago.
They're actually funny dudes. I played cricket with a couple. Like they're actually.
Oh, they wanted to be like best friends. They were too pushy. I ended up leaving.
They're a bit like that actually. Yeah, they become a bit clingy. I started expecting a lift home from cricket every day, even though he's out of my way and shit like that. But he was funny, he's a funny little dude, and I used to get a laugh out of him, and he wasn't a bad bloke.
Try working for them.
No, I don't think I like that. I don't think I like that because they've got a different
Tight asses.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
totally different.
they do, but I get away with a fair bit of shit, even from the CEO and the CFO. I've walked away from the CFO fucking swearing one day because I was about to fucking snot him. It took me 15 minutes to walk back and continue our conversation. They learn how to deal with it. But yeah, I get away with a lot of shit at work. I can tell them to get fucked, whatever. They just laugh at me because they know how I am. But end of the day, they're a little bit tight. You know, some of the guys get on really well with me. I've got one that always comes down, bludges cigarettes. It's about time for him to buy me a pouch of tobacco, so that's all right. And he'll do it too, though. He'll do it, though.
Sounds like they need you more than you need them. You usually get away with stuff when that's the circumstance.
I'll tell you a little story, and feel free to tell me if I'm talking out of my ass. But I've the closest I come to feeling what it was like to have dark skin was we were driving to work together one day, and in inner Sydney, and flying along Canterbury Road, and I've got this etiquette where there's certain people I'll let in, and certain I won't. Like, you know, you got your arseholes that continually cutting under the inside lane, and then they come across a parked car or whatever. You think, oh, fuck you. You just speed up and tell them to get fucked. And then there's your people you let in because for whatever reason. Right? So this dude in the BMW, I don't know, fuck you. So I didn't let him in. Anyway, caught up later at another set of traffic lights on the inside lane where my ex-wife was obviously in the passenger seat. And he's yelled out with his real angry fucking face. And he had a 14, 15-year-old kid in the car going to school with a private school uniform on. That's what sort of fuckwit he was. But he's gone, like, yelled real angrily at my wife, you fucking black cunt. And I swear, like, I felt it for that minute. And I felt, I didn't retaliate straight away. I went speechless. I then went silly and chased him in the car. And the whole time my wife's saying, don't worry about him, don't worry about him. So I ended up letting him go. Like, God knows what would have happened if we had another red light or whatever, and I caught him. But I was so fucking angry and so fucking hurt at the same time. That's the closest I've come to feeling what they feel like when they're racially vilified. I don't know if that sounds like I'm talking shit, but I dead set felt like I felt their pain for that.
Calling someone a black cunt, I think that's pretty tame.
Not if you're black.
Bullshit.
I would have just laughed at him. Right?
And you're female.
I would have just laughed at him and cut him off again.
Yeah, people go for the most obvious thing. Like, say, if you're black, of course they're going to call you a black cunt. It's superficial. It's just
I do understand that part, King. That you just say something to hurt them. You're not really. Yeah, you're not really attacking.
Like, if they're fat, you call them a fat cunt. Like, just whatever.
Yeah, I do get that. I
don't think that's racism.
I totally understand, but at the same time, I did feel like I didn't have I couldn't just answer straight back. I had that minute of fuck, like shock, like, and it hit me, and I sort of felt how she feels when someone says that, just for that couple of minutes.
Yeah, but the only people that say that are the fucking losers who have no fucking life, and they got to blame something on. There's got to be an excuse for something.
John Quinn, are you saying how many times you've been called a white cunt softy? Are you saying that to me? And then don't be black.
There's no thing with us as a white person. We just look at that and just wipe it off. Straight up.
Nate, look at what Nathan said. Like, plenty of abos call you white, you fucking white dog, this my land, or this fucking bullshit. You just don't worry about it.
Well, I honestly wasn't trying to start a racial debate. I was just saying I feel for that couple of minutes. That's, it hurt. It cut deep just for that couple of minutes. Maybe it cut more deeper for me because my wife's used to it.
Try working at Redfern. You get called white cunt by every second person.
I lost a dog in Redfern once. He ran into the pub, like he got off his lead, and he ran into the pub, but there's no way I was going to call out for him. His name was Nigger.
Yeah, what was he? Nigger, yeah. Hey, DC in Redfern,
Yo.
in Redfern fucking CES, mate. You must have been the obligatory white fucking cunt, eh? You're the only one there.
No, there's plenty of us. But yeah, no, you used to get called white cunt quite a bit. Which is funny because I had a lot of Aboriginal mates growing up in the country. So there you go.
Yeah.
It's just like,
hey, look, I actually used to work for a guy when I first came to Brisbane years ago, and he'd done his public service exam, and mate, they offered him a job, and he told them to stick it up their fucking ass. And this guy's Aboriginal, and he told them to stick the job at the ass. They were going to send him to be part of customs up on TI, and he said, shit. No fucking way. He said, get fucked, because he's married to a white chick, and they had a couple of kids. They had 3 kids, and he's just told them to stick their job up their ass. I don't care if it's public service. You can stick that job up your ass. Yeah, but he's like, no. He said, there's no fucking way I'd go up there, not with a white wife and fucking 3 half-caste kids. He's just like, no, you can stick that up your ass. And he was a great guy. He was one of these guys that. Yes, okay, he used the system to get a low interest rate fucking housing loan for his first house with his wife, but he went to work every week. He worked as hard as anybody else. He wasn't a fucking bludger, and he worked hard for what he'd got. So they're not all like a lot of people fucking make out. So there are some really good guys out there. There's some shit guys. The most racist person I've ever come across was an Aboriginal woman. And she was married to a white guy.
Yeah, there you go.
Actually, a lot of white supremacists are married to Asian women, like Japanese women, things like that. It's pretty common.
Yeah, a lot of the Ku Klux Klan guys have Mexican girlfriends. Work that out.
Listen, fellas, I'm down to 8%, so I'll keep talking until it drops right off because it's on charge.
Yeah, I was just about to say I'm going to jump off. It's nice talking to you, but I'm going to go to bed. So sweet dreams. Catch you later.
Sweet dreams, John. Sweet dreams.
Take it easy, John. John, you're going to go back to gaming again, you liar.
No. I go to bed 11. I take me meds, me melatonin, jump into bed and listen, fall asleep. So anyway, catch you later.
Yeah.
See you, John.
Good night.
Yeah, see, colour doesn't matter to me. One of my brother-in-laws, mate. He's Aboriginal. So what? Great fucking guy. He's just retired. It took a redundancy package, and he's retired early. So he's sitting really pretty.
My best friend's growing up Aboriginal.
Yeah, there's nothing. It's
downtown Newtown in Sydney.
Unfortunately, there is racism out there, but it's. Like some people try to make out that it's an inherent thing. Well, it's not. Sorry, it's a learnt thing. It's kids learn off their parents. If you've got parents that are racist, then chances are quite good that the kids are going to grow up to be racist as well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And I totally get it. Like what John was saying earlier about. You just say whatever you want to hurt someone when you're angry, like you fat cunt or you black cunt or you chow or whatever. Yeah. That's not actually being racist. I do understand. I do.
With all your things there, and they're not racist and all that kind of bullshit. I've gone through my whole fucking life to get where I am. I mightn't be the most fucking powerful person in the government, but it really gives me the shits that the Aboriginal people can try to claim some of our country for their own, and then we go up there and then they're after us. It's totally wrong, mate. The Australia's Australia. We're all
human beings, Brad. We're all human beings.
Yeah, but the thing is, we've all gone through it ourselves to become the people that we are. You know, there's a certain amount of people on the earth that have taken advantage of it or whatever. But I think we all deserve to have some part of it, that country to um, be within ourselves. Like to it is our own country. Like
There's room for you, Harriet, if you want to come up, if that's what you're asking. There's Mr. Poppycock, Tony Hutchinson, Lump, and Darksider. I think that's all. I can't see the panel.
And DC's the one where I'm going after. It's just like with the government and all that. Like we all have a thing that we're all working or whatever. We all deserve a percentage percentage of the country that we do deserve to ourselves. Yeah. And it just gives me the shits. Yeah.
The only thing that
Doesn't matter
upsets
if
me
you're
about
Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander or whatever.
Yeah, Poppy, the thing that upsets me about what you're talking about with the Aboriginals and Torres Strait Islands and whatnot is they get these, like you fill out any form, any government form, and they ask you a question, are you of Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander?
Yeah.
You tick yes, and you're going to get the loan or the handout or a discount or whatever. The only thing that upsets me about that, because I know there's a lot of Aboriginal people who need that sort of foot up or help, but if you're a well-to-do Aboriginal, you still tick that because you're Aboriginal, and you still get those same benefits when you don't really need it.
If you tick that you are Aboriginal descendant or whatever, there's no legal right for them to
They
make
can't question it.
Yeah. So
Yeah, they can't question.
I come from anywhere, Indonesia, you know, Melbourne, whatever. You can sign that piece of paper, and there's no way that they can.
Yeah, they can't.
Go
They're
up.
not allowed to check it. Yeah. Yes, Harriet. King just left a minute ago. Yeah, I got a mate's little brother who's a bit on the. He still does naughty things, even though we all grew out of it. He landed a job at Coles about. I've lost track of time now. Say about half a dozen years ago, in Redfern, just coincidentally, because he ticked that Aboriginal thing because he wasn't getting jobs, and he got the job.
Well, what are you going to do?
Exactly, yeah. Unfortunately, every time the government has some sort of a benefit or a handout or help for needy people, there's other people who aren't so needy to take advantage of it. 6% Poppy, I'm going to jump off.
Yeah.
Another good show, mate. Thanks for having me up. Good night, everyone.
Appreciate coming
See you,
on.
Lump. See you,
See you
Lump.
all later. Even you, racist John Quinn. All right, ta-da.
I'm going to come off.
No worries, Brad.
All
Catch
right.
you later. Take it easy, eh?
Me too. You're still there, Tony.
I'm still here, Brad. Yeah. Actually, Eric, Lady E, aren't there witches in Siggy Hall?
I'm just trying to answer the more big
So the witches are now on the beach, Lady E. So, yeah, that's what I thought they were, Lady E. Yeah. So are you saying that, Lady E, you're now on the beach?